Evening, everybody. Welcome along. This is lovely. This is rather nice, isn't it? Look at all this. All these people hanging out, waiting to see little old me. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. This is, of course, Season 2 of the British Steel Challenge. It's going to be good, isn't it? It's going to be good. It's going to be difficult. We've obviously got ourselves into Season 2 somehow with Banbridge. We managed to survive on the last day of last season. Done a bit of recruitment. We've done a bit of pre-season. And then we did what we tend to do. I'll explain that in a second. Hello everyone, welcome. As we say, this is Season 2 Banbridge Town in the Republic in Northern Ireland, Division 3, third tier Lough41 Premier Intermediate League. Evening, Lee, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. KC's in as well, welcome KC. Fuck Ranieri, Owens in of course, Rich Owens as well. Football Manager Therapy's very own Rich Owens. Go and get yourself a little follow on Rich Owens. And, of course, follow Football Manager Therapy also. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful podcast that I'm sure you'll all enjoy. Of course you will, because you like good content, don't you? Gatos is in as well. Alex Spurs is in. How do I add England on the demo whilst I'm out in Spain? In what sense, Alec? Like, as in to play as the national manager? I don't know. Presumably you just have to do international management, I think. Razio, Jameson, Twitch partner, got a nice ring to it. It has. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. We're not... I don't think we're quite there just yet, but hey, you know what? Numbers are going up. Numbers are going up. Appreciate everybody who's been in the streams recently. It's been really, really good fun. Genuinely, the response for this series has been great. We, of course, are about 8 streams in or something now. So if you are brand new, you've not missed a massive amount so far. Obviously, you've missed all of Season 1. This is where we are. We'll give you a bit of a sort of background follow-up to it. So, Banbridge Town in like I say, the 3rd division of Northern Irish football. Evening, Cardinal Chunder. How are you? Welcome. This is how pre-season's gone. Look at that. Pre-season has gone pretty decent. We conceded 1 goal. Then we played our first cup game of the season, got a little bit ahead of ourselves and lost 4-0. Dreadful, to be honest. Dreadful, that match. We were 2-0 down within like about 15 minutes, 3-0 down after about 25, and we were just out of it. We were out of it. We had nothing could come back from it, unfortunately, so we were basically a little bit, we were dampened our spirits somewhat, we should say. But, right, okay, let's think about this, okay? Forming a partner is a formality at this point. King of Twitch by 2024, overthrown by 2025. Lovely stuff. Exactly. That's the thing. Like, you know, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, mate. That's what we've got to say. If we get overthrown, it means we're doing something right, okay? Fraser had a dash last night because the company website crashed again. Looking forward to a bit of catch up. Well, catching up is what we do, Fraser. The thing is, what we should mention, okay? What we should mention is we've had some outgoings. And quite upset about it, to be honest. So, because we're an amateur football club, right, we obviously don't have contracts for players, really, right? Now, Sean OG Gallagher here, one of our best midfielders, we thought, until we looked at the stats, and it turns out he's actually a bit of a fraud. He left on a free transfer. Okay, he was getting £20 appearance fees, now getting £75 a week. So, you know, I get it, he's chased the money, you know, it's understandable. Makes sense, off to Anna United, so he's gone up to the next division above, so he clearly was a good enough player. So that was upsetting, because we brought in this guy, Stephen Drum, to play alongside him, okay? So that's going to be fine. He's going to be the 2 midfielders in the middle. Thought that would be good, but no, Oggy went. Then we thought, okay, it's fine, we've got Chris Cowan, he can play next to Drum, and then he went as well. So he also went. So that was a bit of a shame. So £65 a week he goes. It's a shame. And then the big one, Stephen McCavett, our top goal scorer. He's left to become a fringe player at Ballyclare. Okay, £85 a week. Granted, he's gone for decent money, but you know what? We've now got to try and replace 19 goals from last season in 33 games. So it's a bit of a shame. Saw the tweet with regards to stats. Looking forward to seeing a newfound knowledge in action. KC, scale those expectations back. We've tried to do some stuff. We are going to try and do a bit more statistical scouting. So, you know, we'll get there. We've got a couple of little gems, to be honest, that we have found using some stats. So we have, of course, brought in some other players. So we've brought in this lad. Keenan Driver. Alec, what we've got there? Look up Nice Kabamba. Now, we've got attribute masking on Alex, so you probably won't notice anything. And also, player lookup is one of the channel points. There's a channel point redemption for player lookup, so you need to get that one sorted. So we don't just sort of jump in. We've got a lot to get through on this save, so we can't really be sort of slowing it down to just look up players. But so I'll do you one. I'll do you one because I'm nice, right? But I don't know what we're gonna be hoping for here. Kabamba. Nice Kabamba, this guy here. Nice Kabamba from Barnet. Yeah, we don't know. We can't really see too much, to be honest. We're getting there. There you go. He's quick. He can head the ball. He's 30 years old. He's from the Congo. He's currently playing at Barnet. He's not going to come to where we are. Okay. So Keenan Diver has come in at centre half. Okay. We like the look of Keenan Diver. Marking of 10, positioning of 10, tackling of 9, decisions of 10, anticipations of 10, jumping reach of 12. I'm like the modern version of Cleon. You know what? I will take that. I'll take that, KC. But I think you're probably right the first time in the modern version of Clean. Pim, Lorenzo Luca is a god in this game. He is by all accounts. When I think he's coming to the end of his career, maybe we might be able to see him. But at this point, maybe as a scout. I might get him as a scout at some point. That'll be quite good, because this is going to be a long-term save. If you're obviously not familiar with how the save works, this is a save where we are hoping to win 32 trophies. 33, in fact. I've still not updated the one from Wales. I have to win everything: England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. And this is season 2, and we have won no trophies. So we also brought in Rory Keane, who's a pretty interesting winger, to be honest. Decent acceleration, I think. Reasonable crossing, reasonable dribbling, reasonable first touch. So could be quite handy. 12 for leadership as well, to be honest. 12 for leadership, which is also very good. I've got 19,000 channel points, says Fraser. How do I get to 40,000 to get a new gen? Well, to be fair, Dave Gunn just got about 32 new gens, so he must have so many to get there. So yeah, you just have to keep that stream on in the background, Fraser. Keep it on. You rack up your channel points constantly. So this again is what we've got here. We've got Michael McDade, 10 for finishing, so he's going to play in this number 10 role, we reckon. He has played up front as well during pre-season, so he looks pretty handy, okay? 14 for determination, 12 for flair. You're right, mate. 12 for leadership at this level is Chairman Mao-esque. We've also brought in, okay, now you say we've got 12 for leadership, it's pretty good. Eamon McGill is a 16-year-old striker who's got 11 for leadership, okay? And 14 for finishing at 16 years old, okay? So he might be leading the line for us. In midfield, Josh Hamilton, the Northern Irish Arturo Vidal, 15 years old midfielder, 14 for leadership, 14 for tackling, 14 for bravery, 14 for decision making. He's going to be a star. And then I've also got Kieran Evans as well, 15-year-old defender, 17 for bravery, 10 for leadership, 14 for balance, 11 for tackling, 10 for work rate. He's going to be good as well, to be honest. We're going to love it. Glenroy, how are you? Welcome in. Pleasure to see you, by the way. Obviously, I'd like to say, nice to see you last week at FMT Live. And if you haven't seen FMT Live, and you weren't there, what you can do is you can do Rich a favour, and you can go and sign up to Football Manager Therapy's Patreon. It costs you £1, okay? Or whatever the equivalent is in international currency. £1 FMT pod gets you there. You can go and watch the show. And you get to watch this week's episode as well, which is also very, very good. This is a player we're trying to lock in. Carl Hollywood. Now, the reason we're trying to get Carl Hollywood in is because Carl Hollywood is a little bit of a baller, if I'm honest. He's a bit of a baller. Let's have a look here and see. Was it this match? The Hollywood plays is absolutely incredible touch. Oh, Glenn, I need to forward that picture on actually to Rich. Yeah, Rich. Glenroy sent me a picture of him with Chris Bart Williams when he was like 14 or something. Look at this touch here from Hollywood. Filthy. Absolutely filthy. You're not supposed to be able to do that, right? Right, let's rewind this, because look. Watch it again. Oh, there you go. Dennis Bergkamp-esque. Dennis Bergkamp. Wonderful stuff. Did we get Hollywood signed? No, not yet, because we can only offer £1 a week. So hopefully, he might be able to sort of like come to some sort of arrangement maybe. But He's been on trial and he looks fantastic. Hopefully, we can get something done. Now, should say as well, we've had players in the stream. So we've had Lewis Hunter, who's the goalkeeper. I almost called him Lewis Hamilton for a second there. Lewis Hunter, the goalkeeper, has been in the stream quite a bit. He turned down a move yesterday to Armagh, so well happy about that. We had Michael McCavitt in the stream last night as well, midfielder. He's, again, very good player. Stephen McCavitt's cousin couldn't convince Stephen to stay, sadly. And we also had Connor Downey. Now, Connor Downey is now left us, unfortunately. And it says they're head physio. Now, that's interesting because when he was at us, he was left winger and physio. So he was also a footballer and a physio at the same time. We only offered him £40 a week. He's gone to Ards for 250 quid a week. So that's reasonable, to be honest. I think there's a reason he's gone. There's a reason he's gone, which is fine. Okay. But anyway, enough about all the bits and bobs that we need. The backstory. Let's go and get into it, shall we? Let's get ourselves up and running at season 2, because as I say, there's a lot to get through. Hamilton has become the youngest ever player in the Cup at 15 years, 317 days. As I say, we'll just ignore the fact that it also came with a 4-0 hammering, which wasn't good. There's a lot of poor performance in that match, to be honest. So we've got a friendly here against Belfast Celtic, so let's get that in. When's our first league game, actually? First league game isn't for another 11 days, so we're going to play out what we think is going to be the first team and then get it up and running. Do we look against the data at Dollingstown? Yeah, we picked the ball at the net 4 times. That's the first thing we did. We'll have a look at that afterwards. There's not a lot to see for the Dollingstown game, to be honest. It was shocking. There's the match momentum. 3-0 down within the first 30 minutes. Not good. XG wise, we sort of pulled it back in the second half, but we didn't really get a shot until the second half. It was just bad. We didn't win the ball. Passes were all over the place. There's nothing really going on this sort of left-hand side. It was just bad. It was just bad performance. You know, we didn't really do anything. We got some shots away, but it wasn't really great. Yeah, we'll just look. It'll be fine. That's it. That's been and gone. Right. We don't have to worry about that now. It's been and gone. We'll only have to focus now on the future. So let's keep McDade up front on his own. McCavitt can play just behind him. Issue is that we don't think McMahon can play as a DLP. Okay, so we're going to put McCavitt there actually. At this point, we'll put McDade there, and that means we're going to play McGill up top on his own. Now, potentially we have to change the DLP to a double DM. Actually, we do that. That's a double DM there. That sort of works quite nicely. McCavitt there. Right, let's go with that. We do also start with about 3 15-year-olds or 4 15-year-olds in the starting lineup. So that gives you a bit of an idea as to where we are with regards to our recruitment. Okay, McGill could become the unsung hero. I mean, unsung's yeah. I don't know if it's a stretch. I think there's a lot of expectation on him. I think that he's probably, is he more likely to score goals than Cassidy? Maybe. But then Cassidy scored when he played last year, so I'm not massively worried about Cassidy. The only issue is that it's just replacing McCavitt. Do you know what I mean? Like he was that good. How do you replace a player who scored that many goals when you have no money at all? Like, you just can't. It's not easy to do, especially when there's, like, as I say, zero money. Skin, by the way, we've started using the Tato skin, which if you've not used before is really good, because of course you get all your actual metrics and stuff in your stats during the game, so you can really break things down, have a look at your passing networks while the match is going on as well, just to do an extra bit of analysis. So if you want to nerd out or sort of work out why things aren't working, you can try and do that while the game's actually progressing, rather than at the end of the match and be going, oh, why did that happen? You can actually try and fix it live. And of course, yeah, as Owen says there, we're also using Stag's custom views as well, which again give us loads of really cool data to look at. It's great to look at it. It's then a case of what do I do with it? Slates, that's a good point. Yeah, we've not mentioned the board takeover. So there's also, spoiler alert, there's also potentially a board takeover. Now, interesting that we mentioned that Connor Downey left, okay? Player / physio. Connor Downey's dad is the chairman of the club, okay, the chairperson of the club, I should say, sorry. And he's now potentially looking at outside investment. So there is potential for a takeover. We haven't been given the green light for it to go ahead just yet. So we're not blocked in a transfer embargo or anything like that. But it is something to consider. Now, I think our weekly wage budget is something like £66 or £68. I think we're spending 79 or something. So we're hemorrhaging money left, right, and centre. And yeah, so there's now talk of potential takeover. I'm guessing it's going to be a local consortium. We did say last night, by the way, that if it is Qataris or Saudi Arabia, we will leave. We will absolutely leave. And we're just going to go, right? Zara, sorry I missed it. Did your reputation go up after season 1? I don't think it did. No, I think because we had quite a bad season, I think they've just sort of left our reputation where it is. We will check that though. And we didn't do any coaching badges, no, because the club won't let us do anything like that at the minute. In fact, I don't even think we asked. I think we just sort of went straight for, great, let's just get season 2 on the go again. It was very much a case of like, let's just keep rolling through. For our transfer special, we were going to do like a transfer special stream. Our transfer special was 2 streams long. Saturday and Sunday night we did the pre-season transfers. It was like, took a while. And I say it's like trying to go like, we have to essentially look for players to bring in on loan, because obviously we can't even afford to have players really with appearance fees. So it's been a bit tricky trying to get the scouts to do some things. In fact, actually, here's a link for you. If you're interested in working out how scouting works on FM23 and you haven't quite got your head around it, the Football Manager Show tomorrow features an extended interview with Cyrus Yagani, who helped program the scouting module. So just saying, it's a good interview. It's a good interview, and it really helps you work stuff out if you aren't entirely sure how to work it. So, and also there's a couple of really, really good hints and tips in there as well. So I would definitely recommend you have a listen to that tomorrow. Evening, friendly ghost. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're well. Peli Ode Briones. Hope I've said that right. What league is it? This is the 3rd division of Northern Irish football. It's very low down. It's very, very low down. And at the minute, this is just a friendly match. One final friendly left until we start the league proper. So yeah, it's some of the standard of football is not going to be pretty. We don't want to be dragged into a football match at any point this season as well. We've got ideas. We had slight ideas above our station of like, ooh, might be able to pass the football. Oh, what about that? That's a great strike from Hamilton. It is still a little bit direct, a little bit long bally, but we can dial it down every now and again. You know, we can sort of put our foot on the ball a little bit and sort of say, look, you know, let's drag it to standard passing. But sometimes we go back up to direct and go like, look, you know what, let's just try and lump it forward a bit more. Friendly Ghost is wound up, got paperwork dumped in my lap a literal minute before my relief this morning. Oh, Jesus. 20 minutes, extra 20 minutes, having to get everything done. Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good, mate. Well, hopefully hanging here can help take your mind off it. Drum comes through, tries to get a shot where it doesn't actually do much with it though, unfortunately. We've got good dribblers at the club now. I might have to run at defence. You're Spanish. My name is phonetically sounded P-U Perlahayo. Perlahayo? Maybe? Is that close enough? I genuinely appreciate the fact you've done it phonetically though, by the way, because otherwise I've got no chance at trying to guess that. But welcome from Spain. Nice to have you in. Which part of Spain are you from as well? And who do you support? Who's your team? Who are you managing as well? Close enough. Yeah. Evening FM, Henrik. How are you? Yes, the skin, of course, as we say there, is the tail skin. Drums intercepted that. He's finished it nicely. There we go. It's a friendly match, so I shouldn't really celebrate a goal, but he's taken it well, and he's done what we have to do as well, which is obviously put a bit of pressure on the full-back, and then what he's got there, a bit of acceleration. Animation of looking like a bit of a side foot through the ball. Not great, but hey, it's gone in the top corner, so that's what we need. Past the goalkeeper. Belfast Celtic look like a reasonable side to us as well. So, unemployed save. Excellent. This is very similar. Because we started unemployed here as well. No badges, no experience. Interviewed for every available job that there was, and got offered this and got offered Swansea Uni in the Welsh second division. Unemployed, Alec, means no job, so you don't start with a club from the start. So you have to get a club, so you have to go through the interview process. Ball's kind of a drum, just heads that. So, to be fair, for a final run out, not too bad. 18 shots, 5 on target. I think we have to go back to trying to get some. Gav Mesh went to Swansea Uni. Oh, you went with Swansea. Sorry, for some reason I read that as I went to Swansea Uni. I was like, yeah, that'd be interesting going. Oh, I went to Swansea Uni. It was lovely. Excellent, Gav. How are you finding it? Yes, more Swansea Uni. Well, you know what? This is the thing, though. Like, there's a lot of people have obviously started doing unemployed saves. Cass, don't talk to me about Swansea Uni. Cass. You know what? You've been with me from day one, Cass. You're going through this just as much as I am. Fraser's going through it as well. I genuinely feel your pain. I feel your pain because I know what you're going through right now. You know? What's the plan? What's the plan next? Gav walked the league in the first season, struggling to keep my best players though through a long summer break. This is the problem, isn't it? This is the problem. When you've got amateur players, and Swansea Uni are, of course, amateur. No contracts, no money. The manager doesn't even get a wage. What are you meant to do? I should say as well, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this, I posted out on Twitter tonight. Here is the expectations for the league. Okay? So, last season we finished 10th. We're expected to finish bottom. Season preview, expected to finish 10th, which I know isn't great, but 16-1. 16-1 to win the league now. That's much better. Much better. Evening, Pumpster. How are you, fella? Good to see you. Got to love Northern Ireland football. Mate, it's great. Like, it's just chaos. Chaos ball is here to stay, and we love it. Absolutely love it. Hope you well, Pumpster. Nice to see you. And of course, look at Dollingstown. Maybe they recruited well. Maybe that 4-0 win wasn't actually a one-off. You know, I mean, we still haven't got players in that team of the season just yet, but Dollingstown has. You know, so maybe they're not actually as bad. Leicester won it at 516-1. That is a good point. That is a very, very good point. Very good point. I lost 4 players to retirement, 2 of them without any warning. Jesus, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good. You don't want that all day. Dylan Snodden has now been approached by Armagh, so again, we can't do anything about that. Gotta wait and hope that he chooses the right decision. Morgan Gore probably won't come to us. Lived there for over 2 years and still haven't seen a single game over here. Oh, really? Whereabouts are you then, Pumpster? I hadn't realised you were over there. They're retiring because they found a new job in England. Possibly. What's Keane's and Drum's dribbling stats? I think Keane's is like a 7 or something, maybe. Rory Keane's dribbling is 5, so not brilliant. His crossing 7, so that's fine. Drums is 6, so actually not as good as we maybe thought, to be honest. West Coast, 2 hours from Banbridge. I see. This is the thing. That's interesting. You say 2 hours from Banbridge because whenever I go over, everywhere is only an hour from Belfast. Like, it didn't matter where we went. It was like, whereabouts are we going? Oh, it's about an hour from Belfast. All right, cool. No worries. Because, we did a bit of a tour, me and my mate, did some comedy shows out there, and we just hired a car and went around, and it just seemed like, no matter where we went, it was an hour from Belfast. So it was great. I love it out there. It's really, really good, really good. Lovely people, food's great, Guinnesses are good. So yeah, can't complain. My local supermarket is an hour away. Oh, okay, it's in Belfast. Did we hear about the team trying to sign Haaland? Yeah, we've seen that. And again, you know what? Fair play if people are now managing them in the save. That makes sense as well. It's what these clubs need to do. You know what I mean? It's what these clubs need to do. Get people, get a bit of interest. You know, that's what it needs to be. Dennis, did I miss any major transfer developments? Not last night. I mean, I don't know. It depends. What time were you in last night? Do you know that Stephen McCavitt's left? That's probably the big one. That is the big one. If you don't know that, then that is going to come as a shock to you. Ashton United Ultras. Oh, if I was still on FMT, that would be the save, right? That would be the save. Rich, do a save with Ashton. Just saying. There is an FMT network save, I've heard, by the way. What's the having kept up to date with the old FMT podcast this week. Andrews is a better dribbler. I think he is, yeah. Going to manage to reach out to Haaland to the club without playing, just a marketing thing. Is that the FMT save that Rich definitely rigged, allegedly rigged? Oh, yeah. There was definitely, possibly, absolutely some element of rigging going on there. 100%. No way at all that there was absolutely, definitely not any rigging going on. Right, we haven't got a massive amount of training slots, as you can see, so we're going to keep it pretty open. This is sort of what we did last time, and I think it was when we sort of came towards the end of last season. It was just like, we need to try and work a way of, like, how do we stop conceding? And this is what we did for our last 5 matches, was just this: teamwork, match tactics, and set pieces. All we wanted. It's all we wanted. Need clinical finishing drills. Well, yeah. In a sense, I agree, but we also... I mean, it's a little bit too limiting at this point. As Rogie says, Rogie's hit the nail on the head, to be honest. Yeah, you know, you're not full time. You've been working at the welders all day, coming in and going, right, what's your plan, right? Well, the plan is we're doing chance conversion. Oh, fucking not, mate. No. We're either going to do tactics or I'm going to hit free kicks. So set pieces was more of a sort of psychological thing for me to understand. To go, right, let's just make sure that we can defensively get ourselves set up. I think it worked. We scored one. That's probably worth it in a sense. But yeah, I think that anything that's particularly sort of like focused and dialed in, we're not going to get the benefits of it at this point. That's my thinking. You know what? I think Hunter deserves the captaincy, actually. So Hunter gets the captaincy. McMahon obviously isn't going to be the captain. We'll move him down. I'm tempted to give the armband to Josh Hamilton as the backup, the vice captain, I should say. Sorry, 15 years old. It's a bit much in it to give him at 15. Or do I just give it to McMahon and say, look, you're stepping down because you're not playing as much, but we still need that level of sort of like first teamer. Do we give it to a 15-year-old? What's his? I've just changed the wrong one there, haven't I? What's his personality like? We don't want him to sort of be like media friendly, Banbridge supporter, fickle. No one with a 1 in their age gets the captaincy. Yeah. There's a bit of narrative. Feel he'll be supported by fellow members of the social circle due to his popular standing. Oh, if he's popular, right? If he's popular, let's give him the armband, shall we? People seem to like him. Yeah, go on, Josh. You can have that. Right, let's do that. We're going to upset a few people here, but... Right. Right, okay, cool. McMahon's happy enough with that. That's fine. Let's also think as well about a bit of dynamics, a bit of social group in here then. So these are the kids, right? Where's our mentor? How do you do mentors? Can we do mentors if we've only got like kids in the team? Is it training? Is it mentoring? Right. So let's have a look. Right. So we want defenders. Okay. Everyone. Oh. So add all of our defenders here. Try and get everyone in working together. Mentors for this setup is just a youth group. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who wants to do after school club essentially? I just need to make sure that all of the players can get home at night. That's what I want. And without that, I'm a little bit lost. All the midfielders. I want all them sat together. Strikers is just giving like 3 people in it, like literally 3 people. Put the keepers in with the defenders. Right, there we go. If they fail their big test, they don't have to play at the weekend. Do consent forms to their parents? We do. Buddy system, absolutely. High-vis jackets for them when they cross the road as well. £15 a week to take part. Yeah, I'm the only club where people have to pay subs to get in. Wald, how are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Banbridge is going well. Banbridge is going to go very well. We're about to kick off the season in 4 days' time. We're hoping that it's going to be good. Hoping it's going to be good. Get him moving there. He got the ball past. He's quick. Let's try that. Neil Cassidy should be in the midfielders apparently. He's a bit of a... He wants to be out and about, does he? Okay. Interesting. Can you imagine having some pre-match graphics of people entering the stadium before kick-off? That would be good, yeah, but unfortunately it would be my players holding hands with their mums and dads as they walked in. Now, have you got everything? Have you got your boots? Have you got your shin pads? What do you say to the manager if he has to make you come off at half time? Sorry, Mr. Gaffer, have you been for a wee? Yes. Have you been for a wee? Yes. Have you really been for a wee? No, I need a wee. Yeah, I thought so. Are you eating sweets? That's what it'll be. It'll just be that. Ma'am, stop embarrassing us in front of all the players, man. God's sake. Tell Tony used to be a teacher. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yep. Yeah, feedback with the players is just parents' evening, isn't it? Right, deadline day recruitment now. What do we need? So we could still do with Cornell squad planner. We'd still do with a striker, maybe. We could still do with a number 10. I think we probably need another midfielder, don't we? But ideally on loan. Now, what can our alleged director of football come up with? Anything? Toby Crawford from Hartlepool. I don't think Toby Crawford from Hartlepool is going to happen. Why have you just mentioned this now? Like, we don't know anything about him. Like, this is just absolute guesswork at this point. Is he any good? No idea. No idea. Pharrell Waite. I mean, I'm sold on the name. 6'4", 17-year-old from the Spennymoor under-18s. I mean, this is like, out there, isn't it? Jack Deacon, 6'2" from Mansfield. Marley Boyce. Again, another one from Hartlepool. There might be something in this, unless just, my director of football loves Hartlepool. Faris Khan at Doncaster. He's 18. Sam Barnard, again at Hartlepool. Should we get a link? Do we get a link up with Hartlepool at this point? Do we get that? And another one from Mansfield. Talking of going for a wee, Chelsea got in trouble because they were routinely late coming out on the pitch. They used to only use one urinal. Is that true? Start with John Terry having a lucky urinal, then Lampard copied him, then other members of the team followed, insisting that they only used one lucky urinal. There we go. Marlene Boyce, only fools and horses. Good point. Let's not scout him. Isn't it 5'8", I mean, they are. I mean, what are we supposed to do with these guys? What are we supposed to do with these guys? Like, we've been given no indication that any of them are any good. As your director of football worked for Hartlepool before? I think he has. I think he was previously at Hartlepool and Mansfield, if I was to take a wild guess here. In fact, it's our assistant manager, Simon Nix. Where have you been, Simon? Have you previously been anywhere? No, Newry. Is he a Hartlepool fan, maybe? He's got no affiliation to Hartlepool at all, but it's just... Maybe he likes the marina. Like worth going through the Glenavon youth system. Yeah, Glenavon have got some decent players, actually. They think they turned a couple of us down. Thing as well, it's like, obviously we want to try and sort of like use as many stats as we can if we, see how it works, but we'd like it to be stats driven. Obviously, there's no guarantees that we can do that, especially when we don't know anybody. But yeah, we're going to keep our eyes to the ground on a few players. This guy, for example, 3.49 dribbles per game. It's quite interesting. We don't have a dribbler in our side. He's 17, so maybe he's worth having a look at. Let's keep our eyes there. And then who's the other? There was another guy there who's also dribbling as well. This lad with 2 dribbles per game. Reece Byrne. Again, another right-sider on the midfield. So let's have a little look-see, shall we? Can we just get some reports? £2,800. Oh God, no, that's going to cost us a lot of money. What have we done that for? Is there a command to type in to get an explanation of what the challenge is? Yes, you can do indeed. So that's it there. So you can do save. In fact, actually, Rogi's already has done that. How are the young players doing? Our young players are doing pretty good, to be honest. Our young players are doing fine. We scout budget. Yeah, I'm spending quite a bit on this budget, aren't I? Who else is available for loan? That's what we maybe need to work out, isn't it? So Jesse Turner, who we've just had a look at, is available for loan. Zach Cowan, we don't know anything about either, is there. Yeah, so basically, as you're right, this is what's called the British Steel Challenge. So the plan is, it should be a quick one, yeah, exactly, yeah. 32, possibly 33 trophies to win over the course of the game cycle. Everything in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. So yeah, should be easy. Evening Llama, how are you? Welcome into our favourite llama named YouTuber. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. a sneeze there. Apologies for that. So, yeah, Llama. If you've not watched Llama's content before, by the way, make sure you do so, particularly this stuff here, because he's just released a new video, The Dob Father. Now, it is excellent. Go and give it a watch. Go and give it a watch. I will shout out the... there's double... You've given double links there. Should be using a Llama-approved 442. Should do, shouldn't I? Should do. Already won hearts and minds. Just need the trophies. Exactly. That's the spirit, Llama. That's the spirit. Director of football should be watching his eyes closed, recommended with youth players with no attributes. Well, this is the thing. If this is the sort of thing you like, Llama's save is exactly that. It's a journeyman save. Or is it a journeyman or is it build a club save, I suppose, really? And it is also with zero attributes. So it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Rogie's fixed that. Thanks, Rogie. So let's see. Have we got anybody on our list who is loanable? I don't know anything about these guys at all. I feel as though we're just taking a guess. Like they might end up being great, these players. They might end up being dreadful. Do we just chuck something in? No wage contribution. He wants to play as a playmaker, fine. Actually, is there enough time for them to come in on trial, do you reckon? Let's see if we can get them on trial. At least have a look at them. Curtis Davies. Yeah, that might be a start. Because if they come in and they're a bit crap, then that's not handy, is it, really? Oh, you want the world, don't you, Llama? You want a link that people can look at, a link that people can see. I mean, come on. Trying my best here. Oh no, yeah, my bad. Also, as well, follow the manager's seat as well, because again, the manager's seat collective are knocking out some great content, really, really great content. So yeah, definitely worth looking out for. Cormac McNally. Again, at the minute, because we don't know anything about these players, at the minute it's just names on a page, isn't it? So let's see who we've already looked at, who have the scouts seen. So Seamus McNulty's on our shortlist, but we have to pay for him, so that's no good. What size that? See if any of this is coming up with players on a contract. Is this guy on a contract? Lee McMenemy, centre half. First touch of 10, passing of 12. That's not too shabby. Tackling of 6, determination of 16, aggression of 15, acceleration of 14. Okay. Could do better in the heading department. Needs to do a better job when it comes to marking. Can only play in one position right now. What position can he play? That's the question. What are we classing him as? Just a midfielder, central. Okay. So I wonder whether he's going to be able to fit in that sort of defensive midfielder slot that we sort of need him to play. Yeah, he seems a little bit more dynamic than McMahon. Play for the future as well, rather than play for right now, which again is not great. Really good aggression though, and really well determined. That pace could be quite handy. He's maybe not a bad idea, you know. He's maybe not a bad idea. It might just be guesswork, and he might not actually be that good. But we shall see. McGuinness, Even Joe Atkins, hello mate, first time watching. Which team are we? I appreciate the follow as well, by the way, Joe. We are currently Banbridge Town in the Northern Irish 3rd Division. The plan being is to try and win everything in England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. 33 trophies to win. At the minute we've won none, and we are on This is season 2 now. So season 1 was spent trying to stay in the league, which we did do. Season 2 is about hopefully moving on a little bit, but slowly. I think it's gonna be a long-term save. We will get there as we do, as soon as we can. To be honest, that might be a while. About defending, is there any defensive-minded midfielders here? No, there's no. There's no one that we've seen that it looks vaguely defensive. Great. Finishing, still on midfielders. That's because just the central midfielders, right? My mistake. Are league titles included? They are, yes, they are. Also league promotions. So if, for example, we get to... because there's 2 promotion spots here in Northern Ireland. If we finish second but still go up via the playoffs, then that still counts as a trophy. Okay, so that's where we are at that. Some would say that's not technically the right way to do it, but that's how we're doing it. It is a viable way of doing it. Follow to stay tuned, mate. No, appreciate that. Thank you, Joe. Very kind indeed. Someone has created a non-existent country with the league tiers. A couple of replaces Tajikistan. A couple. I think Michelino did something like that last year, didn't he? He created his own world, and I think the mad scientist did it as well. Last year he created an entire country, and he created media outlets and things like that. So it's there's some good people out there doing some great work. So definitely have a look at that. The Paradiso database. That was the one. Anyone arguing must submit a 10,000 word dissertation to Tony as to why he's wrong with his save definitions. Exactly. Yeah, I am categorising it as I categorise it. Thank you. Michelino's one was, the one before was Bordavia. See, I don't know the exact names of it, but yeah, I had a quick look around it. It looked very, very good. Very good indeed. Right, deadline day recruitment. Let's have a look. See what we've got. Because yeah, we were looking for defenders. Let's change that, because I think realistically our role right now has to be anyone who can play in those positions, really, innit? And have that as a sort of ongoing focus, I think. And as a striker's got to be the top priority. Let's just put any role for loan. So yeah, again, let's not give our one scout too much to do at this point. A guy called Blade from the Netherlands just on Twitter on the community. Oh, excellent. What have I missed? Sorry. Oh, that's the. Sorry. I started reading that and I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I was like, oh, what's interesting actually? I've not fully read that. I've now read it. I understand what's going on. Okay, so these guys don't want to come on trial or loan, which is good. Carl Hollywood. What can we do? What can we do to convince you to stay? Because we can only offer you £1. What would you like? Would you like an international cap bonus? Of £1. I can't even adjust the wages. Like, there's just nothing to give him. Like, this really feels like I'm sort of just taking the piss. Just like, there's nothing. I can't add anything at all. Like, we've literally got nothing to add. Do you want that? No, didn't think you did. Nothing at all. Snodden rejects Armagh. He chooses to stay. That's good. Good lad. Here we go then. First match of the season. Tobermory at home. It's always nice to start with a win. I believe that it's nice to start with a win. Most pundits suggest that Lewis Hunter's performance will be the key. Absolutely. He will be excellent. We'll begin a new chapter without Kevin Anderson. It's true, he left. He retired, sadly. Tobermory are widely tipped to struggle to avoid relegation. I mean, it's not our place to say, to be honest. Dylan Snodden's pretty good. You're not selling a regular first team choice. I think so. No one's predicting Banbridge to pull up any trees. Good. Let's keep it that way. Who do we consider favourites for relegation? We want Crew to go down because we want one of their players. We want them back. So we kind of get you on again. I am Jebaru. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I feel really bad. But it's that all watching the Bake Off. You know what I mean? And then obviously there's also the whole thing with World War 3. So it's like I might as well start season 2. You know. Hello from a busy London bar. Hello, busy London bar. Just in case Rich is doing Jebaru's doing what Jebaru sometimes does and puts you on the busy bar screens. So good evening, busy bar. Everyone say hello at the busy bar. Jebaru's doing the good work. £1 for a goal, scraping the barrels. To be fair, Joe, it's £20 a week just for playing. We didn't have that, so we went, would you like £1 for playing? So literally offering him pocket money, to be honest. And again, I think it was actually Jebba Brewery, yes. Jebba Brewery. I think £1 a week. Again, it feels a little bit like taking the piss. Banbridge chairperson dismisses links with a fans trust. We could have been fan-owned. That would be beautiful. Speculation has mounted in recent days amidst talk of a deal for the club to change hands, but no longer appears to be the case. Leaving their immediate future rather uncertain. The fans haven't taken over. Still all a bit up in the air, isn't it? Still a bit up in the air. Skull Candy Gaming headset launch. The Street Fighter one's very nice. Oh, lovely. I mean, I'm going to pretend I know what that means, but I don't know. Picturing in the centre circle with a Hessian bag dealing out notes to some players. This is not me, Jebba, is it? This is other people. This is Rogie's work here. Rogie's bringing out the puns. I just basically do lasagna-based ones, so that's my remit. That's what I bring to the table. Expectations review. Avoid relegation from the division. Excellent. Reach the Northern Cup first round proper. Be competitive in the McCoon's Courts Travel. I don't think we were competitive. We were very, very bad, in fact, to be honest, in that one. And then be competitive in the Mid-Ulster Cup as well. When we get the ball in the box, we do okay. 5 out of 8 goals have been scored from inside the box. Keenan Divers winning the ball back, which is good. We've conceded none of the 16 shots attempted from outside the area. Excellent. Let's keep the opposition outside the area. However, 1 of 8 goals have been scored whilst enjoying possession for 10 seconds up to that point. 4 of the 4 goals we conceded have been scored from positions close to the penalty spot. 1 of 84 attacks have led from Sam Hatton. Adam Hamilton has lost possession more than anyone else, right? Which is worrying because he is at the minute our first choice right back, and means that if he doesn't play, then we have to put a 15 or 16-year-old in. So there's another 15 or 16-year-old in. Great. So let's have a look then, okay? So I think we put McDade up top, just for now. I think I sort of feel as though that we play as we've actually got. Even Scouts Jimmy, how are you, man? Welcome in. Nice to see you. I think I can plug a link. You can plug a link, Jebra. You can plug a link. That's fine. So Trevor Rainey here is our right back who might be able to get in there. Actually, Youngson can play at right back, of course. Into the Fox. Nice to see you. Welcome in. I'm in the middle of a funky house club, or is it my music choice? It's our music choice, I think, Jebru. I've gone for I've hit the young person playlist, which I think is rather a bold choice, I think, and it's quite befitting of the same. So I feel at one with it now. I think that's probably a young person from 2006, or 100% one of those young people from 2006. 100%. Like, I feel young. I'm not sure we need overlaps on, because I don't think we're going to get that high to our wing backs up there. drinking the Smirnoff Ices because they're a classy alcohol pop. I mean, all about the hooch, mate. All about the hooch, as you know. As you know. And the thing is, I don't even think I drank hooch as much as as I did now than I did when I was younger. Do I need to start a new game before adding the logo pack? No, you can add logo packs as you go. And then you just need to refresh the cache in your settings, and it just pulls it straight through, so you can add your pack straight in. There was a question about packs and logos and kits and stuff. Everything I've got right now is already in there. The leagues, the Northern Irish leagues, thankfully are licensed, although we're lacking the kits for Northern Irish League 2 and League 3. I sent a message to FM Slovakia because he normally has kits, and he's like, I haven't got them. Don't know who's doing them this year. So if anybody knows of anyone who's doing the kits, then feel free to pop us a message and we'll load them into the save. But yeah, at this point we're gonna have unbranded kits for now, unless we do Kit Basher maybe and make our own. We might do that. Let's see how much time I've got. TMC23. Okay, let's hold that thought. Is that a website or is that a person? I can barely see the opposition name. Is that a penalty for us? I think it is. It's Toblerone United, it is. Evans steps up. 15-year-old centre-half puts his foot through the ball. Gives us the lead after 9 minutes. TMC23 is a website. You send me the link. And I'll have a little look and see what I can get for it. Oof, nearly again. Another good midfield triangle. Don't we all? Especially one that's got little bits of praline in it as well. These guys, Toblerone United, are really prominent in airports. And that's their home ground is airport duty free. It's weird because you never see them anywhere else either. I know we scored a bloody hell. Yeah, sorry, mate. Trying to get all excited, aren't I? Oh, Banbridge going for titles, yeah. Scouse Jimmy's on it straight away, ain't he? Hooch has kicked in already. I think that's Diver's fault. A game noise. Is it? Is it loud? Let me try and turn it down. Is that better? It's OBS 28 though, Jebru. This is the problem. I think it's on 3 on the game. Where's my did? Oof. I had to turn down the FX, so let me know if that's still coming through too loud. Can someone confirm or deny? Is that loud? Can anybody hear me? I'll just wait until someone else complains. Game noise is riddled this year. You have it on 1 and the game at minus 1,000 on volume control. Really? Is it that bad? Jeez. What ball that is? Oof. It's a bit bare. I think I'm changing the right channel down as well. So I'm just obviously making sure that I'm trying to sort of like just nudge it so that I don't completely change everything and be like, oh yeah, I've done the wrong thing. I guess as well, if you're listening in headphones, Jebru, that's going to absolutely like blow your ears off, isn't it? McCavitt, football's played through out. Rory Keane, ooh, off the post. Oof, decent effort from the free kick there as well. Better. It shouldn't be coming through there. Keep getting recommended a player that has absolutely no interest in joining. Thanks, Scouts. Oh, Cass, yeah, this is crazy, isn't it? Like, obviously you've just seen there, we've been recommended a whole bunch of players from Hartlepool who've just got no interest in joining us. Like, that was our director of football going, check these guys from Hartlepool. Why? Info, am I okay to ask a troubleshooting question, see if something's a bug or something I've missed? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Fire away. We might be onto something. We might be onto something, Owen. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, always blame it on a bug. Log it with the forums. Oh, Drum nearly gets there. I feel the longer it stays as 1-1, we are going to concede a second. We need a second striker, don't we? We need like someone up there to sort of give a bit of support, especially when we come up against 2 or 3 person defences. Yes! Rory Keane gets it. SI forum night out, you wouldn't have to pay for a thing. Rory Keane takes it down nicely. Nice finish. Evans with a great ball, you're right. Just picks up, look at that. Long ball. Direct ball, a direct pass. 11 shots, 6 on target. XG of 1.59. We're doing okay, 50-50 possession. Janos, appreciate the follow. Very, very kind. Thank you very much for that. Right, so let's have a look at the details, shall we? Right. Winning our headers. 88. Diver? Yeah, Diver's missed 1. Passing 64, 41% for Hamilton's giving the ball away quite a bit as well. He's obviously trying to play the ball down the channel, so let's keep an eye on him as the left back. We'll see, he obviously gives the ball away a little bit. Okay, let's keep our eyes. So Hamilton's currently at 6'7". We do have a left back on the bench. Hamilton as well in the midfield is 6'5". I think we keep it as it is. Let's just keep the ball for the first 5 or 10 minutes and then attack again. Oh, nice intercepted, Drum. Very nice. Hamilton Diver puts her up top. Bit of head tennis going on. Evans. Where's McCavitt? Michael McCavitt with an effort. Wanos. Wing play. Sort of. It's a sort of wing play system we've got. Yeah, we try and get the ball out wide, but realistically we need to help get a bit more of the ball up through to the striker. And the fact we've only got 1, we need to get a second player who can sort of push into these gaps here, to be honest, and try and sort of offer a bit more. McCavitt's not quite that player, but he's a body, so he always looks for the second ball rather than the first ball, to be honest. So Evans with the corner. Diver with the header. Andrews could well run at the defence as well. Yeah, exactly. So we're just keeping our eyes on whose fitness is sort of just starting to flag. At the minute, Josh Hamilton's having the worst game on his 6.6, and McDade up top on his own, which is fine. He's obviously got a thankless task up front of his own. I just need to try and squeeze him out. That'll do. So I think at the minute, XG of 2. Injury at Keane's not good though. Foot injury. So that means Alves is going to come on. Let's bring Rui Alves on. Yeah, because I don't think we put Andrews on as a right footer. Might also potentially think about subbing off our striker as well. We'll see. Nice tackle from Alves. Might move that slider back up a little smidge more. In fact, go back a bit more direct again. Looking for new patches. Spanish community just added a Spanish regional pack. Oh, nice. Diver again making a mistake there. As Drum pushes the ball forward. Now here's the question. They're going to start coming at us, aren't they? Do we drop a little deeper? Youngson, that's a terrible header. Oh, we got away there. We got away with that one, didn't we? Fuck. That was yeah, we weren't expecting that. FM is a massive game, even on platforms as a small country. Yeah, well, this is the thing. There's so much to do on it these days that, like, there's just so many sort of, like, and especially as well when you've got like community databases being made as well, then the possibilities are endless, right? Forrest, nice clearance. Oh, Alves almost away. Can't actually control his own shot. Penalty. That's an offside, more than likely. Surely he was offside. Surely he was miles offside. Yes. Hunter again with another save. Another save. Hunter knows what he's doing in between the when it comes to penalties. I'm sure that's the third penalty he's saved, like, in this save right now. Like, no word of a lie. Regroup, hold shape. Slow pace down, roll it out. Quit FIFA last week because of FM. Nice. Well, welcome to our community. This is a nice place. Right, let's make a sub. Try and kill a bit more time, shall we? Diver can come off. Barry can come off because he's a bit nervous there. And then let's bring Drum off as well because he's a bit nervous. Turn him to a defensive winger on support, and a defensive winger on support. Drop McCammett back as well. DLF. Ian and Dan, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope life's treating you good. Get the ball back up. Start the season with 3 points. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. The football experience is bigger and you don't rage. You haven't met enough of us yet to say that. There's a few people who absolutely will start raging in here, but we'll see where we go. Dan won't be chatting as much in here. Don't really need distraction because we're struggling. Mate, the fact that you're here, if you're struggling, the fact you're here, then that's a good thing, right? You know, if we can hopefully help take your mind off people then and things, then that's what it's all about. Like, you know the people are here, right? £45 in the coffers. Big time money. Big time money. But yeah, like I say, if you are struggling, Dan, obviously shout up in the chat, or I say there's obviously we can point you in directions if things are really, really bad. As you know, you're a valuable part of our community, so of course we'll keep our eyes out for you. So we have to play a banger now. Crew have gone top. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Yeah, we talk a lot about mental health. We're very, very open about it as well. So Discord in particular, we've got our own section where people open up. I obviously opened up the other day and said, look, we're I've started therapy last week, so week before. So that's been all right. Needed to sort of go and address a few bits and pieces. So we thought we'd sort of go and get some stuff done. Talk about some bits and pieces. So. Yeah, there's nobody who's really... So let's put you guys in the midfield group, right? I think we do need some people who've got a bit of influence. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's just balanced. Like, no one's really sort of out there. You know, Mickey Spoon. Yes, Mickey Spoon. 15 months in, man. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Hope life's treating you good. Hope life's treating you well. Banbridge have announced 25 season tickets, and this is everyone in the chat, right? Everyone in the chat has signed up for a season ticket. Thought so. Some people in the chat, I just go, oh shit, I didn't get my season tickets. You know, still time. There's still time. On the up, mate. Oh, nice. Glad that things are on the up. Very glad that things are on the up. Let's do a team bonding thing there. Let's keep our morale a bit higher. Trip to Bangor next. See you popping off on YouTube lately. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about popping off, but we're certainly doing some more bits and pieces there. Like, it's one of those things where I think that realistically we needed to do more stuff on YouTube. I didn't realise that we'd sort of built as many people as we had. Like, we've just hit 1,500 subscribers on YouTube now as well. Should probably plug that. And the thing with YouTube is I'm not massive on things like, as you can probably tell, tactics videos and videos about like, oh, we gave these non-league teams £500 billion and this is what happened. Like, I'm not into that sort of thing, because for me, like, that's not the sort of content that I watch. So I'm very much a sort of a Let's Play guy, right? Now, I know that Let's Plays aren't particularly popular on YouTube because of the fact that, you know, you need to be invested in them. But then again, you guys are all here being invested in a long-term save on Twitch. So I thought, you know what, let's try it. We'll do bits of Sunderland. So we've got the Sunderland save is sort of being ran offline. That's going up on there now. We've got Villa on there as well, which again's episode 1 was brilliant. Episode 2, I think I've tagged wrong, and I think the thumbnail's not great. So I'll redo that. That'll get a few more views in it. Obviously, we're going to start putting some British Steel stuff in there as well. So we're going to have an end of season video that's going to go on there, which hopefully should be good. So yeah, if you're about and you want to follow some YouTube stuff, then yeah, drop a follow on that. That'd be much appreciated. $60 season tickets for 60 viewers in the chat. I think you're right. This loan cannot be terminated. We're not paying it. That's fine. We don't know anything about Sam Bernard. He's just going to turn up, and he's either going to be brilliant or awful right now. Okay, here's a little thing. Let's do a quick poll. Right. Okay. Sam Bernard. Awesome. Awful. 2 minutes. Go. Right, if anyone's watching the Banbridge games via VPN, please refrain. Who's Sam Bernard? Sam Bernard is a loanee that we've just agreed to sign from Hartlepool. He's an attacking midfielder. He's just agreed to sign the loan. We're not paying any of his wages, but we don't know anything about him. The director of football went, here's a bunch of players from Hartlepool to try and sign. I was like, yeah, let's have a little go at that. I've just clicked yes. So I'm not going to unveil it just yet. So we're paying none of his wages. And if we don't play him and the club recall him, that's fine. All I know is that he wants to play as an advanced playmaker, and we don't even have to do that. So he'll sort of play where McCavitt's playing at this point. I've got no idea as to whether he'll be any good, but you're right, Rogie. The fact that we're not paying any of his wages means that even if he's not good, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. But if he is, bargain of the century, maybe. What's he going to be like? He'll be decent for our level. That's a good point. 0% wage loans are God tier. Agreed. Hopefully, in my head, I'm hoping, like, sort of what attributes am I thinking? Like, I'd like him to have long shots. Imagine if he's got long shots, or off the ball or something. Just something that would really help our creativity. I'm here for smart business decisions and murder ball tactics. I can give you at least one of those, Mickey. Definitely one. Whether two or not, we are trying to be smart in our business. Here's me going, I'm going to recruit via stats, or just being given free names. Dan FM, appreciate the 17 months. 17 months. Thank you very much indeed. That's very kind. Recruitment meeting just wanted me to scout for AMC, a position I don't use. Thanks, FM. Well, Cass, as I said, tomorrow morning, the Football Manager Show breaks it down with breaks it down. We do have a chat with SI about that, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So you get to actually listen to how the scouting system is put together. 75% reckon he's going to be awesome. B minus. B minus is good. There, please. AMC, good. Just helping the plugs. I like it. Is that already out on Patreon? Patreon's not a thing for the Football Manager Show, I'm afraid, Mickey. But the Football Manager, but FMT though, you'll have already had your FMT Patreon episode, and you've already had your FMT live as well. To be honest, so there you go. You've got everything. Let's have a look. Ooh, actually. 12 for free, 12 for passing, 13 for teamwork, 12 for technique, 13 for first touch, dribbling, long shots of 7. yeah. Oh, I got booed, didn't I, last week when I turned up on stage. Rich was like, oh, here's Tony, and everyone's like, boo. I'm like, yeah, that's about right, that's what I expected. Yeah, he's good. He's good, isn't he? 5'5" as well. He's just going to be a little nippy number 10. Advanced playmaker. Drop McCavitt back into... Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Well, there we go. That's a gamble. That's a gamble. We'll take that. I wonder whether we try with the other Hartlepoolian to see if there was anything to look at. Peter Campbell is now being paid, finishing of 3. God damn it, Peter Campbell. 3 for finishing. But hear me out. Pressing forward. 6 foot. Could he be the link? He's determined. He's quick. I don't know. I'm going to shortlist him. Did you know that all Tony Jameson's favourite band is Real Big Fish? Click here to find out more. What? I'm going to have to click this, aren't I? Oh, sorry. Very good, Rogie. Thank you. He does need anticipation, yes, he does. But you're right, there's composure's there. The composure is there. We could work on his finishing, because we've got strikers who can finish. Is he the guy who can maybe sort of like to be as part of a 2? We wouldn't want him to play up on his own, or would he just chase things down on his own? Maybe he needs to be a bit stronger, but we'll see. Again, I'm just thinking the fact that he actually is someone who's available for loan, so that might actually make it viable, possibly. So who's the other guys that the director of football is suggesting from Hartlepool? So, right, so loanee strikers. Theo Hudson from Kings Lynn. Farouk Usman from Cambridge. Solomon Miles from Notts County. DM'd on loan. No one apparently. How many seasons at Banbridge before you signed on at Peterborough? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's all going to depend, doesn't it? You know? If the Peterborough job comes calling, the Peterborough job comes calling. Max Ezard, 6'2", 18 years old, central midfielder. Olivia Kinder, the egg. Clearly have to call him that. Evening, Slav Chan, how are you? Welcome in. The fact that they can't find any defensive midfielders is worrying. Yeah, can't recommend any. Might come back to them to see what they've got. Glad to hear you well. Glad to hear you well. There's someone there, Ben Black, 17, 5'3". Players here who are actually getting wages. Find a good for that level defender and put them in. Now would you think like an experienced defender, possibly move them up? Like, for example, Paul Henry here, 17 years old, 6'2". I mean, he's 17. He's clearly elder statesman, isn't he? Dan Brown, the Da Vinci Code. 5'11", see if he wants to come in on trial as well. Any other defenders that can maybe move up? Zach Morgan. Robbie Spears we've tried for and he was having none of it, was he? 6'3", 17. Big lad, big lad. Yeah. So let's keep having a think. Let's keep having a think. Banger have gone in for Conway. Let's go back in for him again. I know it's like the third time we've tried to go in for him, but Crew have made an attempt to sign Alan Neil. We can't get him on loan. Do you have any thoughts on Hartlepool using a director of football? No, that's quite good. We like the idea of bringing Sam Barnard in. Paul Henry doesn't want to come. Dan Brown doesn't want to come either. On trial anyway. So, don't know whether that's going to be good or bad. Transfer window's going to close on Thursday. Never say never. I think if we can bring one or two players in, I'd still like a defensive midfielder if we can get one. Just so we've got a bit of extra backup in that midfield. We've got players who can play there, but in terms of the quality that we want, I think we're lacking a little bit still. Like, I'm happy we've now brought in another number 10. I think we do need a striker. Just to try and get another little sort of bit of competition up front. I mean, things like this. Oh, here's a player from Huddersfield. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to come. They're not going to come. If we have to, we could plan a 4-1-4-1. We could. I mean, to be fair, it's not too difficult to do that. We just move McMahon up and we bring McCavitt down, and we leave Hamilton as the DM. So it's not too difficult. Like, we're in that shape. That doesn't really change too much. We could even move. We'd probably struggle to move Keane and Drum up a bit to have a sort of 4-3-3 or a 4-2-1. We could sort of get a 4-2-3-1. We could get away with. So we do have those options. So let's put Sam Barnard there. Kane's injured now, so Rui Alves is going to have to go on at left midfield. His control's not great, is it? He keeps... Do we play Sam Hatton? Don't want to play another youngster, that's the only thing I'm thinking. Even with the new loanee and Drum in midfield and Andrews and Crossgray on the wing. Yeah. Worst case scenario is we find another kid in the reserves and pull them up, you know what I mean? Like, it's not beyond the realms of possibility we could do that. Obviously it's a bit difficult when like no one's actually played a game as well. So we are sort of doing this pretty much by guesswork. Mr. Lewis, Ian and Tim Lewis, how the devil are you? Welcome in. Huge shout, of course, for Tim Lewis. Please make sure you drop that man a follow. One of life's good people, and the same for Gavin Brash as well. Love the pair of them both dearly. How's the Wrexham save going on, Tim? I hope it's good. I hope you got some big meaty gentlemen to play with. I'd imagine that Paul Mullins scored 1 or 2 goals for you by now. So, yeah, welcome in. Welcome to the third tier of Northern Irish football. Top of the league. Of course you are, Tim. You're going to be crushing it. You're way ahead of everybody. All I heard was big meaty men. Who's got a beef team? Who do you think's got a beef team? Tim Lewis has got a beef team. Tim Lewis is just the butchers. Might as well call him that. Mullins king. Mullins did score an absolute screamer. He would have done because he's the man. He's absolutely the man. We are at the minute considering trying to loan a player we haven't seen before. Do we take another gamble? Do we take a gamble on Marley Boyce? Do we think he's a striker or do we think he's an AMC? If he's another AMC, then we could technically play for a Brazilian box and have like a 4-2-2-2. Maybe do that. I think he's left back. He might be. You never know, Rogie. You never know. Again, it's almost like you've seen into the future as to what we talk about on the podcast this week. I'm not going to give you the full breakdown for that, but yeah, spoiler alert, there is something about changing players' positions. I am thinking Toby Crawford. Now he can play a defensive midfield. He wants to be a ball winner midfielder. Good. Let's bring another player in from Hartlepool. And let's bring Liam McMenemy as well. He doesn't need anything. And you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go for Williams. Evening, Mrs. J. How are we? Look at that. Here she comes. Just come to keep an eye on us to make sure we're all playing nicely. How's the bake-off, Mrs. J? Bosses here look busy. Exactly. Like, oh shit, no. Heads down. Everyone look forward. Is he called Williams? I think he's called Williams, isn't he? No? Is it Peter something? What was that lad that we looked at? It was the striker who had like the finishing of 3. Because I think that as a pressing forward on defend, I think there's an option there. I think there's an option. Scroll back down here. It's not Hollywood. We've missed him out. Campbell, that was the one. Campbell. There's me looking for players called Williams. I'm like, where's Williams? Where's Williams? Is he not available for loan anymore? Is he not? There you go. No pennies. No pennies. Let's go in. Let's see what he says. The worst they can say is no. Right? And the worst that he can be is dreadful. Okay. So Tobermory have come in for Croskery. Now, not the worst thing in the world because Croskery gets a wage. Croskery is a good player though, but he gets a wage. Lee McMenemy could potentially come in from Knockbreeder, sorry. Peter Campbell possibly from Knockbreeder. Toby Crawford possibly from Hartlepool. A team that we now love. Crawford's coming. Crawford's coming in. Campbell's coming in. Again, either good or bad. C+, backup, tackling, teamwork, leadership, bravery, anticipation. It's all we need. It's all we need. Doesn't have to do anything. Have him as that defensive midfielder. Strength of 7, jumping reach of 14. Yeah, he's fine. He's absolutely fine for what we need. Just stick him in that DM role. Brilliant. Peter Campbell, they're happy. Again, ignore this finishing bit. But everything else he can press. Excellent, excellent. Lee McMenemy comes in as well. Good. Croskery has turned down Tobermory. Excellent. Shea Conway's gone to Bangor. That's fine. Adam Hamilton's left. Oh, we've lost a left back. Okay. So that changes something slightly. So it means we play Craig Barry at left back, or we either play Craig Barry or we play Diver out at left back. And we put Snodden in. We can do that. We can do that. That's fine. Plus Barry's good anyway. His acceleration's not great, but he is a decent enough player, I think. Actually, he lacks the technicals, but marking and tackling are decent enough. Positioning's fine. Let's compare him with Craig Barry. Yeah, Barry's a technically better player, but the mentals are better, aren't they? Anticipation, determination, leadership, positioning, jumping reach. Should sign the majority of the English players off the tier. Yeah, I think you're probably right, to be honest. I think you're probably right. Because technically they will be good enough really in the game, won't they? Shocking teamwork though. Yeah, shocking teamwork, but he's a left back, innit? Like how much teamwork do you want? Actually 18 for teamwork. Good point. Plus he didn't have a great time out in the last match as well, so let's not reward him for that. Obviously we've got players that we can cut from the team as well here that we're not using. Players like Graham Edgar and Con, just they're not gonna get in. Like marking of 5, tackling of 5. Probably actually let's just zip them now. You know what, Gavin Con as well. Like if you're a 1.5 star player in this team, then we don't really need you. Do you know what I mean? That's how we've got to look at it. We've got to start being ruthless now. So that's what the team now looks like. Banbridge Town save. Love to see it. Yes, Nuggy number 6. Yes. This is season 2. Enemy's come in as well. It's good. Can Crossgree play on the left? No, he can't. You're from Lisbon. You're doing distillery. Nice. Well, we have obviously decided to do the British steel nuggy, and because of the situation with regards to Banbridge as manager, Banbridge are obviously available to pick from the start. As an unmanaged club, so we thought, right, let's get ourselves in there. Jumped in straight away, and you know what? Season 1 was a bit of a grind. Season 2 looks like we think we're set up for something quite handy here. Like, we feel as though we've got a good setup. Obviously, we're not gonna know until we get in and try it, but it feels all right at this point, you know. So yeah, we'll have to see how we get on, but yeah, feeling relatively confident at this point. Certainly more confident than we were at the start of season 1, Llama. Certainly more confident. I mean, Crossgree here is quick and is good. I'm not sure what his footing's like. Let's have a look. Where do I find his foot training? We train him to play on the left, maybe? Crossgree is a tiny man. He is, but he's nippy. That's the thing. Try and learn about. Can he play on the left, do you reckon? He might be able to do it. We're already trying to develop his weaker foot. Let's try that. Let's see if he can do it. If not, then it's not the end of the world. All right. Fingers crossed for you. Thank you very much. Nuggy. So how are you getting on with Lisbon then? How's your save going there? Is it a long-term save, is it? Or is it just a sort of like jump in and see what happens sort of save? Long-term save, wanted to bring them back to their 60s glory. Nice. I do love the idea of a one-club save, but I don't think I'm good enough to do that anymore. I think the game's moved on since my one-club saves. I think I definitely get caught behind, you know. So according to that, then we brought 9 players in the window. So happy with that. Very happy. Financially. £11,000 in debt. That probably explains why there's still talk of a board takeover. Takeover time could be coming. I think the more it's a good thing. Let's say historically it used to be that if you got into debt, the game would then sort of like help you with the takeover, because they obviously don't want you to go bust. So they obviously try and come in and be like, hey, how's about we balance the books here? So we'll see what happens there. Tyler Gorman's picked up some mixed personality traits. His sense of loyalty has grown, but he seems to become a little bit more controversial. Excellent. Josh Hamilton's loyalty's increased and his standards of professionalism have dropped. He's been cutting corners in training. Oh dear. We gave him the vice captain's armband, and now he's cutting corners. Josh Hamilton, man. He smokes. We know he smokes. Like, do you know what I mean? We can just tell. Just tell. He's got prison written all over him. can feel Rogi's smugness from here. Coaching badge number 2 for me, lovely. Very nice, very nice. Why are you being smug? You're being smug, Rogi, because we gave the vice captain's armband to Josh Hamilton, and it says here that his standards of professionalism have started to slip, and he's been cutting corners in training. So, not sure that's really a good thing, to be honest. So yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Fire him. Fire him. Out of a cannon. Send him over the water. Overall, everyone seems to be fairly happy. I see no reason why we shouldn't be happy. We should be happy. Josh Hallen's training well. The backup goalkeeper, he's putting a shift in. I've praised him a couple of times, then after that he was just like, why are you always praising me? I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. It's gonna be one of those relationships, is it? Rogan and I agree on something. The last time something like this momentous happened, there was a star in the East. And we went and managed that international team. We did, didn't we? We managed them. And we did well. We did very well. And Mickey Spoon was here as well, so it's almost like the stars have aligned again. So, right, so we've got some loanees on the bench. We've got Peter Campbell. If we win this, we could be onto something. Let's hold our horses for this point on. I'm excited. I am excited as well, but I'm going to try and channel some of that, and also try and keep it relaxed a little bit. Let's put Campbell in place of Alves. Rome wasn't built in a day. No. Banbridge was built over the course of 42 seasons. So Rory Keane's still injured, so that's okay. He's coming back. Everyone else is in good condition. McMahon played well. Sorry, excuse me. McMahon played well in the last match, so he gets to start. Hamilton didn't actually, so I'm tempted to maybe put Crawford in as a bit of a right. You'll learn. Try that. And obviously then we've got Barnard to bring in also, if needs be. So we can maybe move McCavitt down if needs be. So, here we go then. Let's have it, shall we? Let's everyone go and do the best they possibly can. Come on, Banbridge. So bang a 4-1, so 4-3-3 essentially, isn't it? Let's not beat around the bush here. We've got our 4-4-1-1 or 4-2-2-1-1, depending on how you want to look at it. They won their last match as well. We won our last match. Let's see if the 100% records continue after this. Banger in the yellow and blue. Obviously Banbridge in black and red stripes. A couple of changes to our side, but nothing major. Ball's already pumped down to the keeper to intercept. It's going to move McCavitt to an attacking midfielder actually, rather than an AP. In fact, we're away from home as well. He might have to drop potentially, so we'll see. Over the top. Stand them up. Stand them up. Good effort. Good effort. Holden's corner and cleared away. Out comes Drum. Looks up. There's our forwards drop off more. That's right. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so 15 minutes in. We've not conceded yet. It's good. Drum. Just shorten that passing a little bit as well. Shorten that tempo down because we don't want to be losing balls quickly. Crawford comes deep. McCavitt from distance gets a corner. It's a nice bit of link-up play, isn't it? Drum with the corner. Pops it in. McMahon tries to get up. McDermott clears it. Youngson gives the header away. He cost us that penalty in the last match as well, didn't he, Youngson, with a wild header. Oh, what a goal that would have been. If that had gone and you've got to sort of take your hat off to that, I'd be like, yeah, fair play. He's Zidane that from God knows how far out. Youngson gives it away. Don't counter-attack from this. Offside. Youngson's having a dreadful match. I think it's because he knows there's no other right back on the pitch. Might make him sort of take less risks possibly. Because he's starting to take fewer risks, I think. Because he's just a bit excitable at this point. Snodden's on a 6.3. Barry's on a 6.4. McDermott puts the ball down the wing. Evans heads it down nice. McMahon. Drums on a yellow card now. McCavitt. Back inside. Over the top to nobody, sadly. Worrying. They're definitely targeting Youngson, aren't they? Right, so let's actually bring Drum back as a support midfielder, because seems to be a bit of a gap there. Free kick. Right. Also, well, who's the DM there? McMahon. Essentially want him to stay wider, don't we? Offer a bit of possession, offer a bit of support. Drum, Youngson goes forward, thinks about it, backwards. Evans up over the top. McGlade's not going to challenge for it. Crawford. He's got a bit of space, hasn't he? Oh, don't quite get the corner. Wonder if we start to turn the long ball up a little bit now, because we're not really penetrating anything. You know, the ball's sort of going up top, but McDade's sort of running nowhere really. Holds over the top. Giggity. Yeah, we're getting a little bit sort of ooh, maybe. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of I almost feel as though the lines are too far apart. If we drop them back, then I don't think we'll be. I think we'll be too deep. Do you know what I mean? We're not really getting anything at the minute. There, 3 failed dribbles by McDade at this point. So Barry's nervous. Campbell's nervous. Right. Tell them that we're happy. Let's have a little look. What can we do that's going to change things up? So Crawford for Hamilton, maybe. We'll get him back in there. He can sort of come there. That's fine. One less thing to worry about. Maybe we put Bernard for... No. We could start like that with Bernard in there, be a bit more aggressive. If it doesn't work, then we can put McGill in and pull McCavitt back in here to make a 3, or that. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got options really. So I'm thinking. Yeah, let's put a winger on support because I think he's going to be getting caught, isn't he? All right, let's try that. We can have a go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we might as well have a crack at it, right? As I say, we need to make sure that Youngson doesn't do anything silly. So Bernard's on for his debut. Barnard, sorry. McMahon's on a 6-4. Ball in. Campbell with the header. Oh, at the back post. Making a nuisance of himself. Youngson's a great name. It's good, isn't it? It's decent. So Snodden and Barry are both on a 6.3. McMahon's on a 6.5. Do a bit of encouragement here. Corner's coming in. Great save from under. Now we work out at what point do we try and twist, go positive at this point for 10 minutes, and if not, right, okay. McMahon's not having a good time. Glover from distance, he's missed that, right. McMahon's on a 6-3 and he's on a yellow card, so let's bring him off. Okay. And I think let's do that. Let's put McCavitt, McDade, McGill. Let's do it like that. Let's try that. See, that will make sort of help us for the next few minutes. Or at least we can play the game out, get a draw, take a point, right? Evans under. Snodden. Evans, is he going to put the ball on the top? No. Barry. Campbell. Into no one. A point is better than none, but I think we may have said 2. No, a point is better than none. Okay. Unbeaten after 2 games. Take that. We'll take that. Respect the point. 10 days to work on that. 15 quid as well. Obviously now we have to hope that we can get a takeover in those 10 days, but I think not bad. We didn't really offer a great deal up front, I must admit. But then when we went to that sort of 4-2-3-1, we came into the game a little bit more. But yeah, I think we just, if we had someone like McGavitt, then I think we maybe would have had a different outcome. But I think McDade running on his own up top, you know, he was being asked to do a lot of work for very, very little, and he did it. He did a great job. You know, did a great job. take the point. The point's fine. The point is good. Actually, let's do that. So that's going to be teamwork. Let's do. Yeah, we just need teamwork, don't we? We don't really need a change of tactics because we're not. Yeah, a bit of team bonding. Come into the match against Warrenstown. Actually, let's do defensive shape there, and then let's do a bit of attacking shadow play. I mean, we don't really need to do that sort of stuff, do we? But let's tell you what. Let's do it. Let's do a bit of chance creation, a bit of chance conversion. We're on an off week essentially, so the only other thing would be to try and do some conditioning. But let's try that. See if that works. Peter Armstrong's removed. That's fine. That's fine. Don't need that meeting either. Is there any news on the board takeover yet? Chairman now loves the club. He's sticking. No news about a board takeover at this point now then. Okay. He's obviously seen that's 45 quid, 15 quid. He's made 60 quid. These last couple of weeks he's obviously like, I'm going nowhere. Club's now worth £400 million. Would have been nice to have kept the stars of season one, but honestly, we've done okay recruitment wise. I think you're right. You know. I think we're. I think we look all right. We look okay. I think we're playing fine. You know, it's all about. It's all about just grinding results out now. Like last season we had a win and a defeat, I believe. So last season we won our cup game. We drew with Dollingstown in the league. Then we lost to Ballymacash. Then we beat the police service. Beat Limerick Vardy. Lost to Queens. And then that sort of went on a bit of a downward spiral at that point. So, yeah, at the minute we've started the same. But I feel a bit more confident now at this point. I think we're sort of, we're playing the way that we kind of want them to play, really. Yeah. Just adding steam to my league pack. See loads of losses. If we get more wins and draws this time, it could be good to go. I think so. I think that. Yeah, I think let's just take everything one step at a time, and the expectation would be let's not get relegated. Obviously, if we can get into that promotion playoff group, then we've done amazing. Right, we've done amazing at that point. But let's see, right? Let's see. Take each game as it comes. Exactly, Cass. Exactly. You know, at the end of the day, we're still a bottom three team. To be honest, let's not beat around the bush. We're still a bottom three team as far as everyone's concerned. We've had 2 good results. Let's try and get a 3rd good result, and then remember as well, we've also been beaten 4-0 by Dollingstown. So it's not all plain sailing. Rory Keane is back, so Campbell can come out. Might put Campbell up top actually. See if he can work as a pressing forward. See if he's going to create something. Just see what we can do. We're at home. Maybe it's a run out for McGill, actually. Where are Warren Point? Are they above us? They're in the Premiership. All right, okay, so, yeah. So this is more of an experience game than anything. So maybe put McGavitt back there. And then he can be a central midfielder on attack. Or central midfielder on support. Advanced playmaker? On support. So pressing forward and defend. So yeah, if we can just get someone just to hold the ball up top, that'd be quite handy. Josh Hamilton can come back in. Youngson needs someone to challenge him. Put Campbell in there just because he was actually on 6'9". Give him another run. Right, there we go. Let's try that. Don't worry, Craig. Don't worry, Craig. No pressure on you, pal. Here we go. Let's give a reasonable account of ourselves, okay? We're up against a Premiership side, so it'll be interesting to know just how far away from these guys we actually are. They're coming in with a 4-4-2, so this is what we want to be when we grow up, lads. Okay, 2 minutes in. Corner kick already for Warren Point. Oof. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's like so ridiculous. Barry does well first of all, but then all of a sudden, yeah. Never mind. 3 errors. 2 of them by Barry. I mean, to be fair, Hunter, the shot's not exactly particularly strong. Hunter should really do better. So it's not all Barry's fault. No, they couldn't do that again if they tried. They genuinely couldn't try and do that again if they tried. It was like a proper, Danny Baker own goals and gaffs moment. Okay, Crawford's injured. He's coming off. Which means we'll put let's do that. Youngson. Oh, get in. Snodden with the header. No one's expecting that, right? Youngson with the cross in. Snodden with the heads. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Here we go. Right. Nothing silly, boys. Nothing silly for the next 15 minutes, right? Somebody clip that, please, because that's a perfect bit for Twitter, isn't it? Nothing silly, and Hunter comes flying out. I can tag him in that as well, actually. Go, what the fuck were you doing here? Great save. Makes up for it then. Okay, half time. I'm not saying a word anymore, Friendly Ghost. I'm not saying a word. Okay. Who's struggling? 45% pass completion is Craig Barry. He's tried 11 passes. What's that? Shots blocked 2. Pressures completed 2. Okay. Sublime the ridiculous. He's the Northern Ireland Bartes. Yeah. I'm tempted to bring Craig Barry off, you know. Like, not to sort of like. I think if we put Diver at left back, it stops Barry. If Barry has a shocker in the second half, it'll crush him. Cass, appreciate you. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm thinking put Diver on because we don't want to ruin Barry's confidence. Is striker McCavitt still at the club? No, bad. No, he left. He went and joined a club in the Championship, unfortunately. The Northern Irish Championship, I should say, sorry. So yes, unfortunately not. At the time, Michael McCavitt, who is, of course, is playing for us, Michael McCavitt is his cousin, was in the chat at the time and saw it, and we were just like, no, surely not. So, yeah, it was a terrible moment. Evening, Northern Pilgrim, how are you, man? Welcome in. Pleasure to see you, of course. Pilgrim, quick question. Have you lost your Twitter? Are you not using Twitter anymore? Because I tried to shout you out the other day about to tag you in to say thank you for the raid, but I couldn't see you on there. Unless my eyes were deceiving me. I'm aware that you don't go under as Northern Pilgrim, so I couldn't see you. How's your stream out, man? Hope it was good. Always nice to see you back in. Campbell nods it down. It's still at Twitter. Okay, I'll have another proper look then, because don't think I was being rude then by not tagging you in things. Here's Keane. Heads up. Come on, Keane, get it back. Campbell! The tin of soup has scored. What about this? Oh, he's forced the defensive mistake. Keane's forced the defender into playing the ball back across his goal. And there's Campbell. Finishing of 3, everybody. Finishing of 3. Oof. It's offside. Ooh. Right, let's bring Keane back onto support, I reckon, rather than attack, because they're going to go down that left-hand side now, aren't they? Sure, between one side, there's no second eye in the Pilgrim on Twitter due to character limit. Oh, okay. Maybe that's where it is. I thought you were under your own name, though. Maybe that's where the issues come from. So apologies for that. Snodden Diver. Giving the ball away. Oh. Oof. Right. Tell you what. Tactically, let's regroup. Let's distribute the ball to the fullbacks. We don't need to be doing anything too silly at this point. Shorter. Be a more disciplined play for set plays. Even Sondre, how are you? We're doing good. This is we say we're near the end of the season. We're actually near. This is the start of the season now. We took us two streams to do the transfers in the summer. We're now on match day 3. I say match day 3. It's our 3rd game this season. We've had 2 games in the league, 1 game in the cup, which is this one now. This is against a Northern Irish Premier League side. So 2 divisions above us, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. I'll let you read the score. Oh, what a block! Ooh. So don't do anything silly. Pumps the ball forward. dribbles the ball out as well. How are the youth players doing? Youth players are doing okay, to be honest. They're being expected of. We're putting a lot on them, and to be fair, they're rising to the challenge at this point. There's Campbell. Stick it in the history books, everyone. What a result that is. That right there is incredible. And more importantly, look at that. Look at that. Absolute shithouse football. We've scored 2 of the 3 times we actually had momentum. Oh. Mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. 24 shots to 10. We had 3 shots. We had 2 on target. We scored both goals. Get in. Oh. That is amazing. I love that. I genuinely love that. FM getting FM'd. Yeah. Big fan of that. Oof. Right, next match. I think we've got a team here. I think we've got a team. I'm almost speechless. That's a hell of a result. Hell of a result. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that they're going to be happy about that. Did we get some more cash? We must have got some more cash. State of one of the games there, 5-5 going to penalties. Yeah. There's been some crazy results in that cup, isn't it? Let's have a look at some more of the some more there. Yeah, Lough41 5-5 goes to penalties. 5-0 Portadown beat Lauren Vale. Glenavon beat Oxford Sunnyside. Dollingstown are out. Core United are through against Money Slane. There's still a couple of... Well, there's one non-league side in there. 2 championship sides. 3 Premier League sides. So... Okay. Excellent. Very exciting. Very happy indeed. Pilgrim got a shoot, but I'll be back when the kids decide they need enough milk on the cereal at bedtime to be able to swim in it. There's none left for the morning. I'll jump back in if you still around. No, Pilgrim, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming. Glad you got to see that as well, by the way. Glad you turned up just to see the fantastic performance. So yeah, go and get the kids' milk. Go and get the kids' milk. I know exactly how that feels. Are we lucky to come up against Wade Slater in that kind of form? Look, let's be honest. Everything is good luck, right? Do we have a team we'd like to face the next round? Yeah, who's the team that weren't even a real one? Core United, we'll take them. Game was worth coming in for. Catch you later. Yeah, no, appreciate it, Pilgrim. Appreciate it, obviously. Crawford's out for how long's he out for? 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, it's a blow. We'll see how he gets on. Lulu Booster signed Edric today for £20 million to Ajax in the summer. Looking forward to developing him. Nice, very nice. Rich Jones is still in the chat. Hello, Rich Jones. Welcome. Sorry, didn't know if you were still here or not, but have a big shout out again. Say hello to Rich Jones, everyone, and follow Foot Manager Therapy. This week's episode's very, very good. We've got Portadown. Oh, hey, look at that. Another Premiership team coming to our ground. So we must get a decent amount of money for that though, surely. Income, match day gate receipts. 272 quid. Perfect. No wonder the chairman's staying around. You know what I mean? Tone Zone, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Away gate receipts at a big club. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know if either of those are going to make much difference, really. But you're right. In the grand scheme of things, yes, we would rather have away fans. But hey, that's not bad though. £272. That's nearly that's nearly $1 million if my maths is right. It's 100% of maths. Is there any money in the next round of the cup? This is what we've become. We've become the sort of people that now look at cash. So where are we? Quarter-finalists, chat. Where do we work out the money? Overall prize money is 10 grand. I don't think we get anything before then. Matty Cash, I want you. Matty Cash, I need you. Oh. Just came from watching my local non-league team and put me in the mood for a BSc. Yes, man. Yes. Riverside, you've literally come at the point. We've just knocked out Warren Point of the Euro Electrics Mid Ulster Cup quarter-finalists. They'll never sing that. Yeah, they're a Premiership side. We've knocked them out. Scenes, absolute scenes. Shithoused it as well. They had 24 shots or something. We had 3. So yeah, very happy there. Back to life though, we faced the Sith Lords of Port Stewart. That is a bit Star Warsy, that badge, isn't it? It's a bit sort of Rebel Alliance. I quite like it though. It's good. We had an XG of 0.31. Look at that. Look at that for match momentum. It's absolutely perfect. Nearly dropped a massive bollock. I was going to call this week's episode Matty Cash rules everything around me, but checked and Matt did it in the early days. Tony did it in the early days. Not Matt did it in the early days. Tony did it. That was one of Tony's ones. Look at the pass map. The pass map's pathetic. 152 passes in that game. There's just not enough, is it? That was a Tony title. Yeah, believe it or not, believe it. It's just, that is incredible. How to win a football match without even touching the football. Like Michael McCavitt had 21 touches. Peter Campbell had 23. Our highest combination was Kieran Evans at 42. Angus Young had 47 touches. Stephen Drum touched the ball 11 times. That's not a pass map, that's the A route finder. They never got in the box. Bar the goal that they scored, they never got in the box. And it's our shots, isn't it? Expected goals 0.11. Excellent. It's a thing of beauty, right? It is an absolute thing of beauty. Obviously, next match we're going to lose 6-1, so it's like, let's enjoy that moment right there, as that was really fun. Because yeah, we're now playing against a team that we should theoretically beat. Evening Roper, how are you, buddy? You've just missed the best moment on stream. We've just knocked out a Premier League side, a Northern Irish Premier League side from the Irish Cup. We're into the quarterfinals. Granted, it's first round, then quarterfinals, so doesn't sound that bad. That good, sorry. But we've just beaten them. They had 24 shots, we had 3. 2 of which were on target. We scored both goals. Beat them 2-1. So, as you can imagine, delighted. Absolutely delighted. It's incredible, Friendly Ghost. I'm a little bit impressed with myself, to be honest. I think I might move RDF Tactics away from the Tactics Garage this week, and I think I might do it. I might be like, you know what? I think I'm going to give this Tactics Garage a go. You know, I'll do it. Let me do it. Work the ball at the box because we can't shoot. I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong there. Maybe we'll see. So Crawford's out injured. So that's obviously an issue. McMahon can come back in there though. That's fine. McMenemy's available as well, so McMenemy can go on the bench. I think we're gonna have a little look at him. Is he on the bench? No, he's not on the bench, is he? Diver and Barry. To be fair, Diver did okay at left back, you know. Barry obviously finally had his little sort of wobble, but he's okay. Let's start with him there. I'm going to start with McCavitt a bit higher, actually. Let's do that. I know that Campbell's playing up top on his own again, but he did what he had to do last time. Hopefully he can do the same again. He might even see the ball this time as well, so you never know. Matthias, welcome in, and by the way, appreciate the follow. That's very kind as well. Paul in the chat. Tony Jameson, tactical genius. Yes or no? I mean, I'm not even going to look at that because we all know the answer here, don't we? Tony Jameson is a fraud. That's what we're going to be saying here. Look at this. Another top of the table clash. Port Stewart on 6 points. We're on 4 points. We're on 4 points, Ropper. Played 2, won 1, drawn 1. Ian and Richie, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope life's treating you nicely. Man City just signed Company as their new manager, and you're safe. Same here. Same here, Cass. Yeah, he's Man City manager at our save as well. Ball's head away. Drum heads it away. Get that ball cleared, boys. Head tennis. Have the board expectations changed at all? No. We're still very much expected to be relegated. So I'm all for that. Matthias, apologies, love the pod, assumed I was always following. Mate, no, never apologise, Matthias. It's nice to have you here. And yeah, like I say, thank you very much for saying you enjoy the podcast. Very much appreciated. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Absolute football. In at the near post. I said Campbell, didn't I? I said let's take a gamble on Campbell. The tin of soup is coming up. It's coming up clutch. It's looking beyond the attributes, isn't it? Look beyond the attributes. Even if he scores 5 goals and we don't use him again. You know what I mean? Ropper, you called it last night, Ropper. You said we're going to win the league. You've called this. We're 3 matches in and we're not crying. Yet. Obviously, there's still a chance in this match for it to turn around, but even still. I've seen enough positive to be like, this is decent. Obviously, it just hurts more when it goes badly at this point. Oof. Over the top. In terms of the kids, Ropper, that you were mentioning, yes, most of the children are playing. So there's Barry, he's 16, clearing the ball away at left back. Aim for a target man without a target man. It fooled everybody. Because they're all going, where's this target man that they're aiming towards? There was no target man. It was to fool the opposition. Nicely saved by Hunter. Ball's up and out. Nodded down. McCavitt just touches it off. Barry. Snodden. It's all right. Win the second ball. That's fine because we misplaced that pass. Get the ball again. Decent header. Decent header. Youngson up over the top. McCavitt's through. Brings it down nicely. Oh. Yeah, other youngsters that are still playing. Evans is still 15. Barry's 16. Hamilton's 15. We've obviously got McGill on the bench who's 16. Yeah, we've got a few. We've got a few youngsters in there. I'm going to bring McCavitt back for a little bit. Have him as a central midfielder on support for now. But I think we're playing all right so far. Just maybe see if we can get an extra player in the midfield right now and then make us a bit more difficult to break down. Good tackle. Hamilton's still rocking the Mohawk. Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. Imagine selling that in the dressing room. We're going to pretend we're aiming for a target man. Good luck, boys. They'd all be on board with it. Get Paco to do that next year, right? They'd all be sitting there going, actually, I think he's onto something. Jameson ball involves playing the football to where players aren't. Give it to a left winger. We haven't got wingers. Exactly. Where would the winger be? What do you think we mean by wingers? It's all about interpretation. Good save. Right. The thing is though, there'd be sort of like there'd be some clubs where they'd be going, this guy's a genius. Like he clearly knows what he's on about. Most of the clubs going, this guy's a fucking nutcase. Like, he hasn't got a clue. What do you mean give it to a target man? Never played with a target man, ever. Oof. Hamilton nearly getting himself in the on the score sheet. That would have been a collector's item, wouldn't it? McCavitt. God, I thought he was going to knock the ball inside there for Keane. Barry McMahon. Snodden. Barry. Snods. Up over the top. Oh, Drum's gone for it. Thinks about it. Checks. Gets on the touchline. Oh. Would you believe it if I said that this is our second win of the season. We've drawn the third game and we also have knocked out a Premiership side, an Irish Premiership side in the Cup. Would you believe that? Would you believe us if I told you that? Because that's what's happened. That's what's happened. Seen any more sounds of the biggest little one? The biggest little one hasn't seen any more sounds yet. I mean, I've still got no idea what he's on about. Still no idea at all. Absolute madhead. Absolute madhead. It was I mean, you know, without being saying, oh, kids say the stupidest things. When he said that, I was like, what do you want about, mate? Oh, he's got a red. He's got a red. Right. Stand them up, boys. Nothing silly. I can only hear colours. Oh. You can hear colours when you have too much Red Bull. Yeah, well, we all get that. We all get that. I don't know what Hunter's doing here, mind. Yeah, nothing's. I'm going to stop saying nothing silly because this is the second time that Hunter's done something silly straight after me saying, don't do anything silly, lads. Thing is, they're going to sort of, they're going to come to us, aren't they? So. hopefully hold out this sort of throwaway 2-goal lead, right? I'm going to stop talking. Hunter launches it. Keane picks it up. Gives it away. Oof. Well played, Hunter. That'll do. I mean, we've not got a lot of like sort of like mental dexterity, have we? To sort of be like, right, let's not do anything daft. We very much go straight for the daft option. Again, match momentum's pretty good. Scored when we had to straight away there. Saw the rest of the game out, then got control of the football. Then got control of the football in the second half, and the second half we just bossed it. Really, really good. 2 shots, 2 goals. This is the second game in a row we've scored with both of our shots. They've been on target. So we're starting to get a bit more. I was going to say getting a bit more clinical. We're not really, because we're still missing shots. But if we get on target, we score. So we've got, is Tony James the tactical genius? No, he's not. He's not a tactical genius. I mean, to be fair, everyone who's voted no is correct. Absolutely correct. Not a tactical genius at all. I think we've just got lucky. I think our recruitment has been good. And I think there will be a slip up at some point. How much longer can we go before this stops? That's what we need to work on. Just be like, I wonder when this stops. Recruitment is more important than the tactics. Yeah, we basically think of the Moneyball idea is about buying wins, right? It's about buying wins. That's what we've done. We've bought wins. So set pieces, we did attacking corners, we did defending corners as well. So let's do that. And then here, pretty much we might as well just copy it actually. Oops. Well, I wonder whether we do defensive shape and teamwork, because that seemed to have worked pretty handy. I kept saying I was doing shit in the league, and then the game was like, you're in a title race. So it's all about pretending you aren't doing well. Exactly. This is the thing. Maybe it's not about worrying about it, is it? It's just being like, no, it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. What do we think? We've done chance conversion, we've done chance creation, teamwork and defensive shape. We've actually changed stuff rather than set pieces, and we've won the last 2 matches. Tony, how can I brand the game so it won't make me feel bad in every cup game? In the next cup game, I get a very hard game. You need the very hard games. You need the hard games, because they're the ones that are going to be that are going to give you the money. The money, that's what you want. Tell you what. Let's try creation and conversion again. I'm not saying it was definitely what worked, but teamwork and defensive shape. Let's see if this is a thing. Not saying it is, but let's look at something worked for 2 games. Maybe that's it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Trevor Rainey can go to the defence to that group. Yeah, 100%. Michael McCavitt is now a regular starter. Yes, he is. Absolutely. Youngson is good enough to be a regular starter as well. Yes. Let's ignore that for now. Cassidy's Cassidy's on a downward spiral, I'm afraid, Cass. Snodden's on an upward trajectory. Nice, praise you. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, don't praise. Do not praise. Do not praise your players, everybody. Doesn't work. Eamon McCarthy, people management, adaptability. Analysing data is not good, though. Neither's judging player ability. Documentary filmmaker Michael Moore. No. Right. Okay, defence looked pretty solid in the last match. Yeah, we did. We looked good. We looked good. Considering that you know, we've got a 16-year-old and a 15-year-old in there as well. It's interesting that it looks fine. You've got Airbus again in the cup. That's just like, it's torture in it, Cass. When you get things like that and you're like, you know that it's just like, oh great, TNS again, lovely. Thanks for that. But are you enjoying Wales though? I guess that's the thing. Are you enjoying Wales? Because I don't know whether I've got like sort of slightly blurred memory of it, because when I watched, when I was last in Wales, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but that was, I think now 3 years ago now. So I enjoyed the league because I was Bangor, and they've got, I'm sure it's Bangor that have got a large Italian community as well. So you keep getting Italian players coming through the youth system. So it's really weird. Elliot Power, Wales is my favourite league. It is. It's fun, isn't it? It's fun. It just adds a different dimension. Considering I'm Swansea Uni, I'm paying nobody anything. You've actually been to watch Airbus twice, have you, Elliot? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Rogie still remembers his Carmarthen save. That's the joy in it. Like when you know you've bought into a club that much that you're just like, yeah, you know what? I remember this team, and then you're like, oh, perfect. Bangor on my bogey team. He played as Carmarthen, says Bad. Rarely got points off Bangor. Yeah, my Bangor boys were good. The Bangor bus. It was great times, happy times. Right, so potentially Campbell's going to find it hard getting the ball here, isn't he? Really, we're going to be putting the ball into a lot here. So maybe we work the ball in the box rather than crossing at this point, or getting the ball forward. Maybe. Or we just keep playing as we played. Tempted to spin a Wales save in FM22. Clan Fair in FM20. Nice. Can't abide the Welsh League, says Friendly Ghost. Not since a girl I was dating a few years ago dumped me, broke my heart, and moved to the Carvices ground. Oh dear. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. we'll move on. I think everyone deserves another run out, don't they? Yeah, I think we stick with the same side. I genuinely think we stick with the same side. We're playing Distillery. Push Twitter streamer to open old wounds. Exactly. Yeah. Soz. We recommend entertainment. You have pushed trigger memories. I hate the album that I have that album you've paraphrased. Evening, JMRXNTX. Do I recommend any team of Spain? I do. I recommend managing in Spain. Absolutely. Union Real. There you go. There's one. Says Cass. Ibiza. There's another one. It depends upon what you mean by a team in Spain, though. Like, what sort of save do you want? Do you want a save where you can try and win stuff? So do you want like a Melia There's another one there, the African side in Spain. Do you want a side do you want Barcelona or Real Madrid? Do you want Atletico Madrid? Or do you want someone who's a bit of a challenge, who's still in La Liga? Do you want someone who's like in sort of Segunda? I mean, Deportivo La Coruña are still struggling. Alaves. Villarreal's a good save. I appreciate the follow as well, by the way, JM. Villarreal's a very good save, Dan. Yeah, 100%. Salamanca, fan-owned club that carry on the Salamanca legacy. There you go. Oh, what a strike that is. What a strike. Zaragoza. Zaragoza's a hell of a pick. Look at this, though. Watch this from Ep9, everyone. Right. Heads up. Move out the way, ref. I'm having a go from here. Oof. What about that? What about that? What about Malaga? They obviously got relegated, didn't they? Now, a bit of financial issues. World-class shit pinger. Yep. Oh, hang on, lads. It's not going to work. We've had 3 shots on target this game. We're going to lose. Deportivo. Deportivo is good. Fought like a traction engine. Oof. Anyone feeling World Cuppy yet? No, not at all. Not at all, Elliot. The International Murder Tournament will bypass me. I'll be here streaming on Twitch rather than watching it, so if people have still got their Christmas trees up, it's not a World Cup. Let's face it. You know. Also, as well, I haven't seen half as many flag shaggers this year, but I think it's because of the lack of beer garden weather than any moral and ethical view. World Cup is next year. Great ball, Campbell's through. Oh, what a goal that is. What a goal. Oh, now we're playing football, everyone. Now we're playing football. Soup. Soup. Right. I need a Campbell's soup emoji, don't I? That's what I need. I need to try and get that done tomorrow. Campbell's soup emoji. Or a sound of people's soup. Yeah, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Not with gas, because it's still expensive, obviously. And a Wonder Kid, not so expensive that the 2-player isn't a playable player. Yeah, I think you'll easily get Wonder Kids in Spain. McGavitt, soup. Oh. Look at this. Look at this for football. Keane nods it down. McGavitt's through. Old Soupy McSoupface. Very unselfish from McGavitt. Very unselfish. Peter Campbell has finishing of 3, remember, chat. He's got finishing of 3. It's that composure, though, isn't it? This is what we said. It's composure. It's looking beyond the attributes that you think you need for players. And he's just... Oh. And now he's decided, like, oh, you know, I'm just going to become Zlatan. Big brain theory in FM is that finishing doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Composure, off the ball, anticipation. There you go. Friendly ghost, got it. Each time Campbell scores, we should run to the corner flag, jump, turn, and then tomato soup should spill down his shirt. I agree, Lama, I agree. McGavitt, he's looking up for soup, isn't he? Oh. I almost feel like we should call McGavitt the meatball. When the World Cup's done, it's almost the NFL playoffs. Now there's a tournament I can get behind, Elliot. Soup. just everyone needs to vote for soup, I think, to be honest. Yeah. Someone get a cheap soup kitchen up. I think, yeah. Is there anyone got a sound, like a clip or something, a sound clip we can get? I can keep hitting that whenever he scores. Because that's not going to get boring at all, is it? Let's be honest. There's going to be 1,000 times we're going to hear that. It has been brilliant. It's been an incredible season so far. Even as a 49er, I'm still watching this season. Normally I've given up by now. But no, we're still having it. Who'd have thought? I mean, it helps when the offense is looking pretty good. Even Jimmy G's not managing to ruin it just yet. But yeah, there's been so many great games. So many great games. It just feels like every year the NFL just gets that little bit more exciting. Like I know, like Rogie there saying that he's massive on the NHL. I need to get into the NHL, Rogie. You need to get me into it and tell me what time to watch. Tell me where I need to watch it. Because I do enjoy it. I enjoy hockey. Just need to make my time to get it sorted. You know, it's on after my bedtime. Yeah, I was worried that I was going to get a goal there. Come with baseball next year. I've not got into baseball. I've never managed to get in there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you and Matt obviously you chat a lot on the Discord about it, so I need to get myself caught. So find me a. Tell me where I need to look on the internet for it. Presumably I just type in watchicehockey.com and that'll show up. So Snodden's on a 6.3 in defence, which isn't... How much space has Keane got? Keane's got all the space in the world. Made that 4. NHL teams are on a 9-game winning streak after 3 years of shite. Who are you supporting, Elliot? NFL's been so predictable. Who'd have thought the Commanders would beat the Eagles last night? Exactly, Rajo. Exactly. I mean, who'd have thought the Commanders would be doing anything based entirely on their name? I'm glad they've changed the name. Of course I am. Of course I'm glad they've changed the name. But the Commanders still sounds like such a really shit name. I don't know what they could... Like, the Presidents would have made more sense. From McGavitt. Oh, look at this. It's getting hockey baited now, isn't it? Commanders sounds like it should be in the XFL. It does, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like the Commanders take on the Shield. That's what I sort of feel should be happening there. And this is great. Anything's better than the Washington football team. There is that, yeah. There is that. What should we call this football team in Washington? I've got an idea, boss. Is it the Washington football team? It is, yeah. You've suggested that 9 times. They should have replaced it with something else that is offensive and kept doing it until they ran out of offensive nicknames and then finally picked a normal one. I mean, to be fair, that's definitely one way of doing it, would you? Just doubling down on the offense. So, no, this is what we are. This is what we like. The Washingtons. Should have called them the Big Dubs. We're 5-2 up. The Washington what nows? That could be a good name. And it's a touchdown for the what nows? Get that trending. 5-2, we've beaten Distillery. I mean, I'm not... Again, we're not getting carried away. We are not getting carried away. But at least we're not in the Washington Northumberlands. 10 points. Okay. How many points did we get last season? Because I'm just thinking, like, as long as we can sort of get towards last season's total, then we should be. We got 28, so we've got 18 points to go to overtake last season's total, right? I think we've already scored more goals than we scored last season, so that's impressive as well. That's another 45 quid in the pocket of the chairman. He's making a killing this year, isn't he? Crew top of the league. I'm not used to this. I know. We all thought they'd get relegated as well, to be honest. Yes, rather the team changed their name because of obviously the reason that you've just said there. Then they're no longer called that. They're called the Washington Commanders. But they also for a little bit while they tried to work out a name, called themselves the Washington Football Team, which, as shit as it was, is actually better than the Commanders. £45 might pay for a few pizzas. I mean, it depends where you get your pizzas from. Like, if it's Domino's, then we haven't. It's on a Sunday, isn't it? If we're paying full price, that's getting us 2 pizzas. We need to try and wait until we get a Tuesday game, and then we can get buy one get one free. Maybe the local Banbridge pizza shop might have a deal on. All right, lads, we've got a bunch of hungry footballers here. Can you do us a deal? Oh, chuck in a garlic bread for you. Yeah, exactly. I chuck a garlic bread in. Owner's got a coupon. I should hope he has. I should hope he's got a coupon. And if he doesn't, then what's he doing? He's clearly not a businessman, is he? End of an era, but all good. Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, nothing changes other than the fact that they're not now allowed to address themselves by a racist moniker. So, no, the team's still the same. The team is still dreadful. Oh, look at this. This is the big one. We're playing Crew away soon. Kadunda, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Thank you very much for that. Do we work on set plays, or do we work on our basically just being explosive up front, I think. As a long-time Cowboys fan, see, Cowboys, they're a proper old school team, to be honest. You know, I miss the days of the Houston Oilers. That's what I miss. I miss the days when, I don't know, the St. Louis Rams, Los Angeles Rams, Oakland Rams, Jefferson Rams, Oakland having 9 teams, the Baltimore Browns. Let's send them back to Cleveland. Yeah, let's send them back to Cleveland. Good idea. Yeah, good. I mean, the fact they just move teams left, right, and centre, madness, absolute madness. The Baltimore Colts. Did they do that? That's a weird one, surely. Still not entirely sure how the Colts won this weekend. 3rd win in a row. Don't know how we've ended up beating other teams. But this is the joy, Raju, isn't it? This is the joy. You know? The Dallas Texans. Yeah. Should be the Baltimore Ballers. Have you seen the documentary The Band That Wouldn't Die? No, I don't think I have. Where would I see that? Where would I catch that? I've got the Ronaldo documentary to watch. Disney Plus. Okay, nice. Raiders are just bad. Yeah, Raiders are oh, no one likes us and we don't care. You're the Millwall of the NFL. Go on, off to Vegas with you. Documentary is top class. Brogy, you've always sold me on it. The fact that it's even a thing. I was going, yes, I need to have this. I need to have this in my life. And if you say it's good, I trust your judgment on it. Raiders being bad is a beautiful thing. Oh, 100%. They need to have a badass team in the NFL, and it's just funny, isn't it? It's just funny because it's just the Raiders. What I like though, a couple of years ago, I think I'm sure I've said this on stream before, but a couple of years ago when the Raiders came out and said, "Oh, we're the only team in the NFL this year that hasn't had a player that's gone to jail," and it's just great. Excellent. You know, of all the teams in the league, to sort of say, you know what, I know who's not going to have any player commit a felony this year. The Raiders. The family-friendly Oakland Raiders. Like, if anything, it's a bad PR stunt for them, isn't it? Going, yeah, we've all gone a bit family friendly now. You know? Yeah, there's a lot of problems with the NFL. Would you? We're not gonna say there's not. I mean, to suggest they all take steroids is a bold statement. That's not true. They'll all get tested for performance enhancing drugs. In fact, they get done for smoking weed. So steroids are going to show up on a test. I mean, maybe it's not so much the steroids. Maybe it's the constant smashes to the head that's the issue. You know. And also as well, all steroids do is going to make you put more muscle on. It's not going to make you any more mental. You know. Willie Gay got a 4-game ban for breaking a vacuum cleaner. I don't even want to know what he's doing with the vacuum cleaner to get that situation, but there's boatloads of steroids in the off season. Tasty steroids. Most of the personally awful players seem to end up at Cleveland. Yeah, that's a horrible situation there with him turning up. Just like, why is he there? Why is he there? Just get rid of him. Like, you don't have to be the team that gives him a second chance. You know? Horrible human being. Oh, yeah, there's two of them, isn't there? So this day, some linebackers don't think steroids are in play at all. No, exactly, yeah. Just big dudes. I get the feeling that NFL plays the kind of guys that talk to you about your T levels. I did a training camp. So I did like pre-season with the Yorkshire Rams, and to be fair, they were all lovely. Like, I was the oldest guy there, but actually no, I wasn't the oldest guy. There was one guy who was older than me, but they were good fun. They were all properly into it, like trying to be like super aggressive and stuff. But I thought it was fun. It was a lot of fun. What's this nonsense with winning matches? Where's the real Tony Jameson? No idea, Pilgrim. No idea. I think I've pushed a button by accident. This makes more sense though. That should have been a goal. NFL brawls remind me of Japanese gachi videos. There's some big hits as well, which is always what you gotta watch in the NFL. Big hits. Oof. Nearly on goal. Keane. Thought Campbell had nodded it in there. Okay, so Kieran Evans' penalty put us 1-0 up. Drums on a yellow card, he's going to have to come off, isn't he? This is where Tony reveals it's RDF has been streaming tonight. It's the bit for the Football Manager show by The Athletic, hashtag not an ad. Absolutely not an ad. Absolutely not an ad at all, Rogie. What is an ad, though, is if you want to be a subscriber to The Athletic, you can get 6 months for £6 by visiting theathletic.com/FM pod. That's theathletic.com/FM pod. That was an ad, by the way. Penalty and a red card. Now we're back to normal. Right, normal service has been resumed. So everyone who wanted that, right? Okay, here we go. Tony's presenting RDS playing the game and the screen being shared. Exactly. Hunter didn't even bother moving. This is the side we know. Exactly. Now we feel comfortable, Cass, right? Now everyone's happier. This is much better. I'm happier now. Before, I was getting a little bit nervous. I thought I'd broken something. Right. So we've now got a little bit of something to do because McCavick obviously can't play. Can't play out wide. Bernard can though. Barnard can. Let's put him there. Andrews is nervous. Barnard's nervous as well. I think we do that. Let's try that for now. That may or may not work. Press and forward on defend. Yeah, it's been working. It's been working. Would you? It has been working. He comes deep to collect the ball. He's scored, 4 goals in his last 3 games, I think. So I'm not going to change it just yet. It's his preferred role, so I'm trying a little something of trying to play them where they actually want to play. So we'll see where we go. But yeah, this definitely feels more like the Tony side that we know. Let's press a bit more actually as well. Maybe even take a chance and push up. When's Tony got the Tony macaroni? Well, we've got to get to Scotland eventually, so when we get there, that'll be a thing we might have to look to do. Defenders moving out the way of each other there. That's not... Come on, boys, you need to talk to yourselves. Oh, it's over the top. Campbell thinks about it. Ooh. Tony Macaroni's in Killy, is it? Oh, okay. Let's play for set piece. Let's see how that works. Oh. Yeah. As I say, everyone feels a bit more. Everyone feels a bit more comfortable now, don't they? That we're losing, right? This feels a bit better. Alves on Cabot free kick. No. What a strike that is! What a strike! I can't believe we've just brought an attacking midfielder on as well. Watching streamers not succeed is fun. Oh, it's 100% it's not fun, Richard. This is the best fun you can have. Watching streamers succeed is boring. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one's bothered about that. Oh, here's Alves. Ooh. You know, oh, here's me winning the game. Rubbish. No one cares. No one cares. Right, bring me struggling. That's what we want to see. You know. McCavitt again. Oof. Deflected. Zealand failed his promotion today. Was glorious to watch. Exactly. That's the thing, because when you get that level of fame and success, people expect you to do well. Whereas, like, here, everyone's like, oh yeah, James is going to lose. It's going to be funny. It is going to be funny. It's going to be really funny. Especially when you can, like myself, are very open about the fact that it doesn't matter if you lose. When streamers get really sort of like pissed off about it, that's when you're like, yeah, you're in this for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Just checking, you have won the Champions League at some stage. Oh yeah, at some stage I have Lulu busted, but we're talking many years ago. You know, many years ago. Even Gary Miller, how are you? We'll take that. Respect the point. Zealand's a bit too bombastic. He is heavy. He's full on. I get that. I absolutely get that. You've been in the wilderness for years. No wonder you've got a beard. The absolute wilderness. So much wilderness. I think we've done well to salvage a draw there, to be honest. Definitely done well to salvage a draw. Great free kick from McGavitt, by the way. Did it the hard way with Spartans. Exactly, yeah. Proper good way of doing it. 8 games without a defeat. Don't say that loud, Tony. Don't say it out loud. Just drawn Newport Civil Service in the Cup. Got all of Wales football. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Unbeaten Banbridge set a new record. Recent form analysis is good. Defensive play analysis is good. Let's not look at anything just yet in case things change. McCavitt has picked up some positive personality traits. He's more focused and less likely to bring controversy to the club. Excellent. Rory Keane is a little bit less controversial. A little bit more controversial, sorry. Niall Cassidy has started handling pressure quite well. Doesn't seem to be handling pressure well. Performing above everyone else. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Where is it? Where have we just seen? Evans won back more than any player. Excellent. Look at this. Look at this. Evans is having a great time. Announced the Memphis Showboats. What the hell? The Memphis Showboats. That's not a name. That's not a name. Look at Youngson. Look at Youngson's map. God, he's having interceptions and he's having blocks and tackles for breakfast, isn't he? Barry, low distance covered but high number of sprints. Just literally running on the spot. Stephen Drum, low expected goals, high quality created. Score when you're on top. Score when you're on top. That's what you need, right? Yeah, Erling Haaland to Ashton. All confirmed. All confirmed. It's definitely happening. Board are pleased. We've gone up to a B now. They've still not forgotten that 4-0 defeat, have they? They're not letting that go. They could, though. They could just be like, look, it's fine. It's fine, right? Everything else they're happy with. Lee Mooney. £55 a week. 17-year-old, though. He looks very good. It's very good for a loanee. Remember the name. He's on the shortlist. He's on the shortlist. In fact, you know what? Let's also put a little note on him. Loan target. 1/1/24. Then we'll put another one as well for end of the season. Staff numbers are looking decent. Old limit for scouts is 3. We currently have 1. They're saying that we should have no scouts going forward. Oh dear. Oh dear. How the hell are we meant to do that? I mean, because of the scouts, this is where we are, right? Because the scout budget ran out. That makes sense. That makes sense. Move those guys out. It will go back up. It will go back up. Cool. That makes sense, actually, I suppose, when you say it like that. Okay. So, crew away. Not the crew, the other crew. Let's see what we got then. Let's see what we got, shall we? Toby Crawford's back. That's good. He's been out injured. Jack Patterson from Everton. We're probably not going to get Jack Patterson, are we? Confident. I'm feeling confident. Whether I should or not, I don't know, but I feel confident. I'm sure that confidence can be wiped off very, very quickly. Yeah. So it's first versus third. Nobody would have said that. Nobody would have said that at the start, right? No one. He may play for set plays in the second half, actually. So Drum's injured, so he can't play. So let's put Croskery on, actually. Soup up front. McCavitt, Keane, McMahon, Hamilton, Barry, Snodden, Evans, Youngson. Seems no real reason to change that up right now, does it? Everyone else is pretty much playing as expected.
They've got some wavy ballers, bro. I'm not going to chat rubbish. You said Gonçalo Ramos. He can shoot now. He can, and he's got very good heading as well. He's developed quite well.
Assistant suggesting play on positive fucking wall there, exactly. Yeah, chill out, assistant manager. Like, I mean, are you trying to suggest we play football here? Because let's be honest, what's my take on the Fernandes and Ronaldo tiff? He still ends up shaking his hand, so nothing really. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I think we had a bit of chat about the whole Ronaldo thing the other night, didn't we? And it's just he's you know, what he does off the pitch is one thing, you know, and it's awful what he does off the pitch. The fact that he's then done what he's done is just, it's all just serving himself, really, isn't it? It's all. There's another bit as well of Cancelo. Apparently, he's not really, doesn't really have much of a chat with him, but a training. But at the end of the day, it's all just. It's just getting his eyes back on himself again, isn't it? Because he's obviously been out of the limelight, not the number one, not the main man. So, is it right? How do I get this? How do I get back in the get back in people's eyes? You know, awful off the pitch and refuses to go on the pitch. Exactly. Hamilton heads it over the top. Yeah. So yeah, you pretty much summed that up there, Sandra. Perfect. It's well funny Bruno does the bare minimum with the idiot and then is super mega friendly with the rest of the team. Exactly. I'm angry at a rapist anyway because he's been refusing to play and ruining the little kids' dreams of seeing him. Yeah, but I mean, I get that, but he was clearly brought back for a marketing purpose rather than sort of any football purpose. But kids should have better idols. McCavitt, Keane. He wasn't convicted. The accuser, the survivor, was paid off because they got the documents, which was basically a report that he'd written, or like his statement, which basically said he did it. But they apparently got that report via what's the word they used? Ill-gotten means, I think. So the fact that he had an NDA out on her anyway because that's what you do when you're innocent in it. Downgraded to civil case, says Wallace there. Yeah, downgraded from criminal to civil. And Ronaldo still can't get into America, so absolutely innocent. But far be it from us to suggest otherwise. Free kick. You better not tell anyone how innocent I am. Exactly. It was 100% that. I don't want you spreading rumours of my innocence. Here, have this money. This is just how I'm going to show you just how innocent I am, right? By giving you this cash. If he hates what Rooney said, he should say it to his face. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're going to have a conversation with Piers Morgan, you know, like, I mean, of all the people, you know. And as well, think about this. That interview was obviously not recorded 2 days ago, was it? That's been recorded a while. And it's just, that was the moment they decided to release it. So you've obviously got to think about that as well. Is there something in my bank account that would make you forget and not mention my innocence? Would be a shame if I was really innocent and this money just happened to fall into your bank account, right? No, I believe in victims' right to take a payout. Deliberately just dropped it for World Cup for maximum attention. 100%, yeah. And there was the Garnacho, obviously scored last minute equaliser, last minute winner. So puts all the focus back on Ronaldo, doesn't it? Puts him on the back pages rather than the other youngster. So call me cynical, and you can call me cynical for an amount of money if you like. I'm happy to be proven cynical. I love the fact that there's an Ool Sport banner. McCavitt's through. Oh, not quite. Okay, 62 minutes gone. Could do with creating one of those chances. Taking a chance now. Oof. This is where we get into it. This is the bit where it sort of like turns into a slogfest. We need to sort of have a little look at our players and go, right, who's worth bringing off? Who's worth a run out? Croskery's doing okay. Keane's on a yellow card. Let's switch them over, actually. Put Barnard on. See how that works. Fabio Carvalho has rejected Portugal and wants to play for England. Why? Why would you want to? Why would you want to? Fancy's playing left back, he might have a chance. McCavitt, free kick. How about nods over the top? Usually promises made when you reject playing for a country. Yeah, good point. Good point. And then again, though, you look at players like Tammy Abraham, obviously have been told things, and Wilf Zaha were told things, and 0-0. I guess even Grealish to a certain extent, but there we go. That's pretty decent, that. Look at this. 1 point off the top of the table. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought that come the end of tonight, we'd be sitting there 1 point away? Madness. Absolute madness. Right. I think what we'll do is we'll play the cup game tomorrow. After we have our Football Manager show. So make sure you obviously subscribe to that. We'll talk to that tomorrow. And let's find someone to raid, shall we? Let's go and hang out with someone who's doing something new or something interesting. There's a guy who's got some snow on a pitch. That's always a good start, right? Let's have a quick little look around. Anyone got anything remotely interesting? 4 for Athletic. English Journeyman. What do we think? Anyone got any preference? Let's
My friends like photobombing a lot. They just like to just bring their heads in,
tell you
their
what,
fingers.
there's a guy here, right? He's got one viewer
One
in,
of
okay?
my friends.
Right, this guy he's got one viewer in here.
Chips, random.
Let's have a little look.
Why have
He's
you
playing
put chips
FC
in my photo?
Blau
I
Vice
literally clicked
Linz.
the magic
So
eraser function and it took it out.
Forfeit.
Vanished.
Right, okay.
Gone.
Cool. Let's do
I didn't
that.
even have to circle it out.
Let's do that. Let's go and hang on then. So it's the FM jock. Let's go and give him some love then. Okay? Yeah, he's got 4 in. Right. Go make some noise. Okay? Shout soup as soon as you turn up, okay? Shout soup. And we'll go and we'll have some fun with the FM jock, okay? And we're back tomorrow. Get your soups out. Appreciate all of you. Take care. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye now.
Hopefully Aggie's arrival will bring us some luck after these last 2 games. Oh. What a strike. I need to see the replay of that, because I can't quite... Was it on the volley?
Frisky are we?
Oh, it was as well. Oh.
Frisky are we?
Northern Pilgrim, cheers for the follow.
Frisky are we?
GP Sports as well, thank you. This is a bit better than the last few games here.